power. Fight the power.
Alright, welcome back to the podcast, everybody. Card Table Talks episode 2. We got another more with us, so it's not the 3 Migos anymore, it's the 4.
That's not nice.
But
+1.
so yeah, this time we actually have better thought out topics.
Hey, what the heck, dude? I came up with those. That was mean.
Well,
Shut it. What is wrong with you? Okay.
Really?
So like, it's not gonna be 20 minutes of rambling and then the actual thing.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So, what should we start with? Which one should we start with?
Oh, Mr. Plan coming out with
These are
Oh, yeah.
lyrics.
we should save that for.
Let's do Denny's, we just got fresh off.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Alright, so we just got Denny's. That's where we came from.
My God, was good.
It's
If you've ever been to Denny's,
Please go to Denny's.
you know what the lumberjack.
Your life's gonna be so much better if you.
Lumberjack is life-changing. It's a lot of food. It's a
Sounds
good deal.
really good.
It's like $11 for, I'd say like 2.5
Yeah,
meals,
I
maybe
wonder how many
3.
calories
Crazy.
it is.
I don't care.
I'd say like
Over 1,000 for
1,200,
sure.
I'd say. That's my estimate. You get hash browns, you get bacon, sausage,
Ham.
I already
Two
said hash
pancakes.
browns.
This thing though.
2 eggs, I think.
People tell me I'm
You
so
get
skinny all the time.
2
I
sliced
need that.
bread pieces,
Yeah, I would've
2
just-
pancakes.
Yeah, dude,
Not here for
Yeah.
a long time, we're here for a
It's
good
a lot
time.
of
we're
food.
bulking.
Hey.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we're
all right
bulking
with all those
for winter.
calories.
Bulk
Bulk
season.
season. We have to eat 5K calories a year. Okay.
Girls want a teddy bear.
Yeah, that's facts. That's true.
I literally still want more Denny's.
I'm sorry.
Those pancakes are something
It
else.
happens.
That's like
The
next
fluff-
level
the fluffy-
pancakes.
No,
Yeah,
like
honestly,
honestly, they're
just
probably like the best
They're
pancakes
so tasty.
anywhere.
It's almost like cake. It's so sweet.
Yeah.
Actually, I can agree with
I
that.
would rather have that than a cake. Cake is
That's why
too
they call them
sweet.
hot cakes.
Cake is way too
Yeah,
sweet.
but that's like another level though.
Right.
Those pancakes are.
I guess, but this was
Crepes.
just. It was so nice.
Crepes
They're
are
so
solid.
they're
Crepe
so
gang.
fluffy, and like oh man,
Crepe
they're so
gang.
good. But now I'm so full, and oh man, it's crazy.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. No, you don't. You're just talking about wanting to eat another
Wait,
meal.
have you have you guys been to IHOP?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How would you compare it? Because I haven't been to IHOP. In
Oh,
Denny's
Denny's is
blows it out of the
way
water.
better. It's
Because I've
insane.
heard a lot of
IHOP is
I've
good.
heard a lot of things refuting that statement.
Well, IHOP is good, but like, no offense to anyone out there, but it's kind of a normie opinion to have IHOP as like your.
Well, it's the pancake place. Yeah.
It's the International House of
It's not-
Pancakes.
it's IHOP.
Doesn't make it the best just because it has pancakes in the name, okay?
No,
Denny's is
this is my theory.
next
They
level.
changed it to IHOP and then saw how much hate they were getting, so
Yeah.
they had to play it off like a joke.
Yeah.
Because
They were
Yeah.
failing in the
Changed
pancake
it.
I just
department.
think it's
Yeah.
all marketing thing. You're like,
Oh, maybe.
we're changing our
Well, that's
name.
what it was.
Everyone's
It was
gonna.
it was a
gonna draw
publicity
attention to
stunt.
us.
But then they like
Yeah.
even changed their menus and like a couple of stores
Yeah,
changed.
I know, but it doesn't make me want to go see them more.
Yeah,
Or go to
I
their
I
restaurant.
didn't even know they sold burgers.
Like,
I was
just-
curious. Like,
sold burgers.
I just think of them as
It got me
the
thinking
mean
about
people now because that's all they are in the media. I don't want to go eat their stuff more. I'm just aware of them more.
yeah.
The one time that we went though, Eric, do you remember that time? I
Oh,
went
yeah,
with
it was
me and my
fun.
mom, and that was where were we in the first place before that?
Did we watch a movie?
Oh, maybe, but it was like afternoon or something. We went there and then we got a burger. Remember that?
It was the IHOP and it's a burger.
Exactly.
Oh.
But it was the afternoon and it was I don't know.
Shout out Cracker Barrel.
Someone said the burgers were
I've never
good.
been.
Cracker Barrel
That's
slaps, okay?
I think what slaps.
Cracker Barrel, I didn't think about it, but Cracker Barrel could definitely give Denny's a run for their money.
Never
That's
had a Cracker
good
Barrel.
stuff.
I think Waffle House is very, very close to Denny's.
Never
I'd
had
almost argue Waffle House is better.
Oh,
So
But
I've
the
never been
syrup-
to Waffle House.
Yeah,
It's in the south,
I'm gonna
right?
say
I'd say
Waffle
it's,
House
I'd
is
say
better.
it's yeah.
The syrup,
It's in the
$8
south, right?
for like the same amount you get at
the syrup
Denny's
from
or
Cracker Barrel with Denny's pancakes, that's divine level
So
of
good about the
breakfast.
syrup there.
Yeah.
The Cracker Barrel, it's
Yeah.
like I don't know, like
Actual
a home.
syrup?
It's
Like
yeah,
maple
it's
syrup.
It's like maybe. It's
Fair.
maybe.
I'd call it
Do you
homemade,
know?
but it's not.
Do you know in Canada there's
Yeah,
like,
I made.
They give you these little bottles because they're so potent. It's like really good.
do you guys know in Canada there's like a maple syrup cartel?
Really?
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
That's ridiculous.
That's probably the most threatening Canada
They
can
should make
get.
a show
Yeah,
about
actually.
No, like it's illegal to bring maple syrup across borders.
that. Really?
Just like
We need to build,
it's really
build
weird.
another
That's
wall.
so weird.
Yeah, build the Canada syrup wall.
Breaking Bad Canada edition.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I watched some documentary about it.
About
Called
Canada.
It was this series on Netflix. It was like called Dirty Money. It's actually a good one. Have you guys heard of like that one guy?
I know what you're talking about, that documentary.
It's a documentary series about a ton of different like
Scams.
scams.
That's
Yeah.
kinda hype.
Did you guys hear about the one that was like that one guy had the patent to some medicine and made each pill like $5,000?
I do remember.
Yeah,
And
Martin.
Supply and demand.
Martin Shkreli. That's his name, I think.
Martin Kosher, actually.
What?
Imagine being that terrible of a human.
That's so bad. People are dying.
No, he got
who want
screwed
money.
for it though.
Yeah, I know.
He's
I
good.
think he's get the crime, now he's doing the time.
Nice. I'm glad.
Yeah, that was kind of.
Is that something you can get in trouble for?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Upselling medicine like that?
Yeah, like that bad. Yeah. Because there's like a couple
Yeah, I
dollars.
mean,
a pill.
you could get away for like.
Because I thought if it was like your product, I would think that.
Well, it wasn't his product. He bought it from someone else.
Oh, I see.
Well,
I'm pretty sure.
Because if like you patented it and you like invented it, then I wouldn't see why you wouldn't be allowed. Unless it's like part
I
of
just
your
think it's, like,
medical,
kinda
like a
hard.
medical.
It's
unethical.
really
unethical. Yeah, that's the
immoral
word.
too.
So I think like. I don't know if you like.
What are you doing here?
We have a moth problem, I think.
No, it's just this one moth. He's
No,
been living
there's
here
been
for
a ton.
multiple
Yeah,
months.
2 months closed.
Downstairs, we had like
Bro.
a ton of moths.
Watch out, Eric.
Mothman. This man up for something.
Well, he is. Because the Mothman is. Man, I can't.
That guy was scary. That was a scary concept. Like
can't-
I first heard about it as a kid.
What was?
Like 4th grade, Mothman.
What is that?
Straight up West
It was like a creepy
It's like an
type
it's like an
from folklore.
urban
Yeah.
legend kind of thing. Like
Oh,
it was
did you guys?
What?
Did you guys ever get into like? You really just had to smear the pot.
That was
Yeah, that's
that was
kinda-
water.
No, that was
it was
pop.
pop.
The first sip you took of that, it made that.
Okay, well I'm gonna clean it up. Did you guys ever get into like watching those like scary story YouTube channels?
Yes, yeah.
I do.
I was
Yeah.
like, I was like hooked
Mr.
on those.
Nightmare.
I know.
Yeah.
Mr. And also
I will always wonder how
Pla-
those are true.
Planet Dolan.
I feel like-
yeah, Planet Dolan.
Yeah. Danger
Danger
Dolan.
Danger Dolan. Danger Dolan.
I feel like
Yes.
I feel like the drive. Some of those drive like delivery man
Yeah.
stories.
We
are
watched those.
scary.
I watched those with you.
There's some that have animations too.
Yeah,
Just kinda,
that's- those
The
are
ones that
super
always
creepy
get
and
me
stuff.
were the ones where it was like the setting was like a house in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And, like
Yeah.
someone's just like standing outside your house, just like
Delivering to them.
I'd always watch those like Mr. Nightmare videos in the middle of the night and like kind of
Yeah.
freak me out. I always like look over
Why
my
is
shoulder.
it always in the middle of the night where you watch those?
No, and like
I always try to scare
Semi
myself.
recommended for whatever reason.
Gosh.
It's like nighttime and it's just kind of an app.
What's going through
Have time to get spooked.
I also watched a lot of Forensic Files at night. Those were kind of creepy because I was actually.
Oh.
You got me into those
Confirmed
actually.
them.
I was
Did?
yeah. You said it
Really?
one night and sent it, and I watched like 3 of them.
Trendsetter.
gotta find my Ooh, Snapchat from Gwen.
Yeah. That's why.
Sorry about that. You know,
Girl.
You better check
From
it.
Gwen.
a Goyle.
Gwen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I said a girl.
Gwen.
He doesn't.
That's just a girl.
He's silly in the brain,
Oh.
Joe.
His girl.
No. That don't. Dude, you're embarrassing.
Dude, stop. Yeah, stop.
You're making me
Um,
blush.
The ones when I was younger, I watched this one horror movie with Tonio because he'd always make me. He's like, dude, they're not that scary.
Oh.
All right, whatever. And I'm like, this is scary.
Is that what you hate?
Yeah,
Horror
that's what it
movies?
is.
Yep, some of that.
That and I just kind of think they're stupid.
It's great.
I don't know.
And one of them was like these people went to a cabin, but there were people living there. It was a different one than You Are Next.
Oh.
But it was a different one, and they were like. Did you
What?
watch it?
No, I'm just looking at the moth. Sorry.
Sorry.
Distracting.
Killed it.
Okay, continue.
Um,
I'm actually gonna be sad now.
I am
and,
kind of sad.
Oh yeah, that's
There's
There were
Same
people
one.
living at the cabin while they were like not there, and they got there and they're like hiding under the
floorboards.
floor. No, not the floor. Staircase in the basement.
Oh, that's
And,
creepy.
They were like, oh man,
I hate stuff like that.
Someone was living here while we were gone. Like, they like reported it, and the police were like, yeah, it's been happening. I don't think it's much to worry about other than like you should probably get a security system.
Oh
And they're like, okay, and
we're still inside.
yeah, the people were still inside.
That's
And they
scary.
were like cleaning up the like it was disgusting, creepy. Like there was like plates of food that were like rotten and stuff.
Oh.
Wait, is
And,
this
like,
real? Is this?
No,
it's
it's a
a
movie.
horror movie.
movie.
Okay.
and like the people had like. This actually sounds a lot like Your Next, but it's like different because it's not as big of a family.
Yeah.
But the people had like mouse like
Yeah, yeah.
helmets on, and it was just so freaky. Like they'd walk around while everyone was sleeping.
That sounds like
Jeez,
a.
That's why, yeah.
It was like a creepypasta I heard of a woman that lived in a guy's closet for like
Yeah.
5 years, and every time he'd go to sleep, she'd come
That's-
out on the cameras and eat food.
Yeah,
and
no,
go back
I
in.
saw a video on that.
There's a video.
And it was
of
her just like
Heath
watching,
Ledger.
him through the
Yeah.
crack in the
Yeah.
closet.
Oh
That's
my
so
gosh.
creepy.
Okay.
Can you imagine?
Have you seen the video of the woman that was like
So
up
lucky
in the
right
guy's? Yeah, I get that feeling. Up in the guy's like rafters, but like kind of it's like a closet space up there, and the woman he was suspecting it. He put up a security camera, like a motion cam.
Yeah.
On the motion cam, you see her come down.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah, that's the
start
one I saw.
drinking from water from the sink, get food.
Yeah, she got
And-
it.
Also, she like
See, how do you not notice
she
that
like pees
though?
in the sink.
That's like, oh,
And it's
cute.
Gross.
Why? What the heck?
That's-
There's a
that's
toilet.
great.
There's a toilet.
but like,
That was
that's kind of a that's just a plot hole because you'd notice someone's taking your food, right?
No, no, he did. Well,
Unless you're in, like, a
about
bigger
this,
family.
We're thinking about the same thing.
Yeah.
That's
We're
why I
thinking
put
about
the
the
camera
same.
on.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
If we're thinking about the
I
same
doubt-
thing.
I doubt he thought someone was living in his house.
He noticed that like his food was like going little by little, or like milk would be drunk.
Yeah.
See, I've had moments like that though, like, well, sort of, where I think someone's in my house because I've come home before where like the door's open, or like my garage is open and the door's open. Like my mom get
Just drove
home,
home.
and it's been no, my mom and I got home. There was no one home, and we forgot to like leave. We forgot to shut the garage. But we've had times like where we searched the house to make it's scary.
I find people in my attic all the time actually.
Well, it's just me. It's just me and my mom. It's me and my mom. So like,
It's like a week.
There have been someone getting the bop gun.
I
It's so
think it
scary
was
to
just
think
us.
about.
I'm hitting some of the back.
It was-
Imagine if people like. Did you hear about this story about this one girl? One of Gwen's friends woke up and they were getting robbed. She woke up and there was someone in her room.
I'd be
Oh
there.
my
I would no.
gosh.
I've always thought about this scenario. I'm sorry for changing to a happy subject.
I would
but,
say,
like,
what are you doing?
no. I would like wake up, act like nothing was happening, and then I just beat the crap out of them.
Yeah.
yeah, but
Like,
then
I've
it's more
always
than
thought
likely that
about
they have
what
a
if
knife
you
or
were,
a
like,
gun
It'd be
though.
hype.
I would not care. It would be
Yeah.
it would be
No,
so
yeah.
funny.
It'd
Like
be
to,
great.
to call the police and be like,
Alright.
yeah, I just beat the crap out of this person. Come here.
No, yeah, I was always thinking about that.
I'd
I've
be-
always thought.
I'd probably be like paralyzed
hype.
with fear.
Yeah, that's the same thing. Like sometimes I'm just like driving somewhere. I think
Yeah.
about something I'm like,
Yes. Like let's go.
And you like accidentally start driving a little faster.
Well,
type.
Yeah, like I think about like if they come up the stairs and they're about around the corner,
Right.
I'll just be just ready to
Boom.
just
Yeah.
come up and
so
slap
then there's
them.
like your dad or
Or
something.
I could shoot them with a nerf gun and be like, "You're
I
dead
know, but like
theoretically."
You have a good shot,
If
like
this is a real gun,
actually, not like it's not framed like a horror movie. No one's just gonna like come around and like coincidentally
Right.
get you and you won't
life
notice.
isn't like a horror movie.
That,
Well,
that's
for
actually
some
messed
people
up
it
though.
is.
That they're
The way horror movies are
Yeah.
framed, it's like it's
Yeah.
just
Like
in
so
the morning,
unlikely to
so
happen
in the
that way.
middle of the
Right.
night. But I don't see why when anyone would rob our house because William's on the computer till 4 a.m. and then I wake up.
Yeah. Right. So it's like security system.
Well, we're
Yeah,
like
my house is
we're
like-
not very high risk here.
Yeah.
No, but I was just like,
There's very non-threatening people around here. Also very.
no,
There's some scary people.
the other summer, someone ran into our house like dude,
That's
what the heck's
right.
going on? And like called the police. So I was getting robbed, and like the police came to their house. You lived over there. Scary stuff.
Jeez.
What the
Wow.
heck?
Yeah. Someone ran into our house.
If
house
someone
and asked
did that, I wouldn't know how to act. Like you wouldn't.
Wait,
my
they
brother,
were getting robbed?
Yeah, my brother called the police for them.
Wow, crazy.
I always have dreams about like calling the police because something's happening, and like I can never dial 911 right. Like I'll dial like 511, and then I'll be like,
Oh,
crap, this isn't
no.
working.
I've thought about that before.
And it's a.
Oh,
There was
yeah.
one time
Yeah.
when it was me and my cousin, and my other cousin was having a seizure out on like the road, and our family told me, and we were like 5, and my older cousin was like 7. They were like, call 911, and we ran downstairs and ran to the phone. And we were like we were just freaking out, so we were just like, what is 9? What's 1? So like
Yeah.
we got it, but like we were scared that our cousin was gonna die,
It's like
Yeah,
little
and we were
rascals.
gonna not.
What's the number for 911?
Yeah. No. I'll
that's
replace the battery.
I just got really scared for a second.
It's the person in the attic. It's controlling them.
I shut my eyes and I opened them and the lights were off. I was really scared.
Eric and Miles power.
Eric
outage.
and Miles had a power outage in the
This is good clickbait.
Yo, I won't lie.
Power outage during
My heart
vlog.
kind of just dropped a little bit there.
during podcast. What? What's going on?
No, it's like I shut my eyes and then I opened them and the lights were out. I was,
Yeah, you said that.
I was really disoriented.
Um,
That's a cool story, man.
Yeah. Thanks,
bro.
guys.
Sorry, bro.
Happy I could share it with you.
Yeah. Sherlock's a good show. It was so hype when I first started watching it and just getting into it all.
What?
Because Mr. Cumberbatch is a great actor.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Mr. Batch.
Back to like when Joe was saying about like theoreticalizing, whatever. You know.
Sure. Yeah.
But like things like
Theoreticizing.
remember when that one like I think we had this conversation in Senate once when like if we ever get like a school shooting, Michael's
Right.
like like just being the hero would be so hype. You'd be
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
No,
I
it's
thought
a
about
win-win
that
because
before,
if
too.
you die trying to save people's
Exactly.
life, you're a hero.
Yeah.
And if you
Kind
win, you're like
You're a hero still.
I'd rather
literally
not die, but yeah.
That's an ideal.
You know, I've always thought of like just how you might have won.
other than dying, there's no
There's
negatives.
literally
Yeah.
because I actually thought about that a lot. Just because I get scared sometimes. Like the situations that happen, like that one time that I was in my classroom and there was a loud firecracker like bang from the end of the hall. My door's open. This girl runs down the hall screaming right past our door, and I'm like, what is going on? I got really scared and my blood was pumping and it was getting up there. And I was starting to go in like fight or flight mode, and I was thinking fight the whole time. My time to shine.
It's a good reaction.
No, yeah, like if that ever happened, like you guys inevitably would text Senate, and I'd be like,
I did.
let's go.
It's game time.
Let's go. Just drive
Yeah.
over there and be like,
Yeah.
Like, we mob
Where
up
we
in the
dropped
hallways,
in.
and there's like an
No.
action shot of us, you know, just
I
like,
actually thought about
slow-mo
that
walking
because
through the
the
hall.
one time Graydon said that
That'd be
You get
hype.
something like-
yeah. Yeah. And we all like come out of
The
door
Senate
and
task
leave.
force.
we all like spread out through the hallway.
No, yeah, we could like I could like climb onto the roof and get in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, no.
It'd be like a spy movie.
Might be like a
Come out-
sting
come
up on
out
the
of the
shooter.
band room, like all
Yeah.
that would.
Yeah, no, Michael would come out with his
Yeah, it's symbols.
and like symbols and then he would deflect the bullets. with
Yes.
his-
It's really weird that
Who else?
school shootings are so prevalent in America now, and it's kind of
When has it happened in a long time?
Yeah.
they happen a lot.
Well, sometimes maybe
No,
they just
every time
don't
it's
get popularized
No,
as much.
last year they like they exaggerated them so bad
Well,
because
yeah,
a lot
'cause-
of them was like accidents.
Right, and like stuff that
Like,
like it
once-
happened. Sometimes stuff happened near the campus, but like not even on it.
Yeah, like once
Oh,
a
yeah.
cop did something and like fired a gun.
Yeah,
accident.
I was in Minnesota actually.
Oh,
I think once it was like I think once was like skeet shooting or something, and people accounted it as oh
yeah,
my God.
only like I think.
Gun
I think
violence
I mean,
it was like
on-
I mean it's like
It's still a lot, but like
Yeah.
only 2 or 3 of them, if I remember right, were
yeah.
actually.
And people said there was like
legit.
50, but it was all exaggeration.
Well, like yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
how the
it
things
was.
I'm pretty sure
I think it was
I
double
think
digits.
I'm.
Yeah,
I
it was
think I was
double
thinking
digits
just
for
in the
sure.
winter. Yeah. Shoot, that's a lot.
I think we
Pierce
were at.
Daniels posted that thing and like, dude, did you look into it? Most of it was accidents, and then he's like, oh yeah, and deleted the foot.
It's funny, but I don't know. Kind of sucks, but also
Yeah, I think it's sad.
But
Yeah.
also,
it'd be hype to be in this situation to fight off
Wreck
a person
someone.
like that. It's like they have a gun though, so it feels like pretty cocky of me to be like, yeah, I'll be fine. But like,
I'd be more.
at the same time, I'm a freaking ninja.
I think it'd be cooler if I could like convince the person to not do that.
What
Like
do
you talk
yeah,
them
have you seen
down.
it? Have you seen the short?
That would be
film
a
about
lot
that?
cooler, I think.
Oh.
They run into the library and the guy's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, he's
He
like,
talks
and then
and
he shoots the other guy.
yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. And he's like, this isn't something you can pick, and he shoots himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sad.
That's like yeah.
I
it's sad,
watched
but, like-
that and I was like, no,
I'd be like,
talk
"Ah!"
out of shooting yourself.
If
you
you
know
could-
what's gonna happen.
If you could talk someone down from doing that without anyone getting hurt
That's
or like
ridiculous.
dying,
That-
that's
that's
like
insane.
that's a real hero moment.
yeah, actually, yeah.
Like versus, I mean, taking them down, you're still saving lives, but I don't know.
The media
That
cares more
magic
about
women.
violence than words. They're like, if you beat someone down and you stop that kind of stuff, you'd be like a hero in the media. If you talk someone down from it, I don't think you'd be regarded as high.
Well, I'd be happy. I'd be proud of myself.
Yeah,
if I
I'm
did
not
that.
saying that the media is what matters. I'm saying that that's kind of sad that that's the state
Right.
of the media.
Yeah.
We live in a twisted world.
But
Yeah.
also challenge that.
Let's
Whoa,
not do
that was really close to disaster right there.
That'd be funny.
No, I wouldn't. I would make you clean it.
Miles being the one
Well,
spilling stuff.
obviously,
Table
but
flip.
you tapped it closer to the bottom.
Table flip. Hey, table flip.
I'm getting this.
Yeah.
I need to drink
Come
one.
on, everybody gets table flip.
I missed those.
Me too.
That was a good show.
I
Good
know.
game show.
It's kind of sad that they stopped doing it. Well, I mean, like there wasn't much else to play.
Right. Well, board games only.
They. Oh, okay, all right.
I see you. I see
They
you.
do.
This one's for the boys. This one's for the boys back home.
Back in the
Really?
rip the
You
boys.
let the boys back home now.
Come on.
Looks like the boys ain't coming back.
All right, what's
The boys are not back in town.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
They still do like games and stuff when they bring.
Should we do
guests on
questionable
10
rap
power
lyrics?
hour.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why
get
we
into
All right,
questionable
we're
rap
switching the
lyrics.
gears to a little bit more funny. We're putting it back
Uh-huh.
in neutral.
Neutral.
To some
We'll
questionable
put it in
rap.
sport mode.
To some questionable rap lyrics I found on the internet. So I'll just read them through. And we can
Oh,
talk
boy.
about
That's gonna
Darn
be
it.
This
Darn
one's-
it.
Oh, I've got a good one if you don't cover it.
Brace
I've got a good
yourselves.
one.
it from
It's
Biggie.
Lil Yachty.
Oh, okay.
I think.
So this one's from Rick Ross. Put Molly all up in your champagne. She ain't even know it. I took her home and I enjoyed that. She ain't even know it.
Oh, dude, you're just like,
Jeez, you're like.
oh my.
I don't see
You're
it
committing a felony.
Yeah,
that's not even a felony. That's a class A
Dude
crime.
went Crosby on him.
What the heck? I'm just like,
Cosby.
do you know when that was made? Because like,
roofied him.
I feel like nowadays that just would not fly with people.
No,
that
no
would have
way.
been.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
He would have been
Like
Can
even
you-
the,
screwed for that.
even the "Baby It's Cold Outside" lyrics are not played anymore. Like,
Can
that
you-
song you don't see it played anymore because of.
Can
they're
you-
Like,
Oh,
it's
the girl,
great.
it's cold outside. Sorry.
Can you incriminate
She's
yourself?
just like, what's in the
like
drink?
in songs?
Yeah, no, did you hear
Is
about
that a thing?
What?
Oh, yeah.
Lil
I need to think of that.
Lil
actually. I'm not really
MK or something. He made a song called "Murder on My Mind."
Yeah.
Turns out he killed the two people he was talking about.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, the song's
heard
like
about
really
that.
dark.
Yeah.
that-
The actual lyrics are disturbing.
It's just weird. Like,
Yeah.
A little bit.
After, like, if you've heard that song after it happened, that's just like, I haven't heard
Did
it
you
yet.
keep listening to
It's
it?
gotta be.
I listened to it actually like yesterday, out of
Yeah.
curiosity.
Yeah.
Do you see the video of the?
He said it was an accident in the song. Obviously, it's not like framing what he actually did.
An
But
accident?
Yeah. Do you see the video of the guy that
yeah,
was
coincidence.
typing on?
It has nothing to do with like what he actually.
Yeah. In 60 frames or?
No.
I think
We're
it.
chilling.
The video of the guy that played over the loudspeakers at his school and he got all scared. Murder on the Mind to play over the loudspeaker in his school. It was just an Instagram video. It's whatever. But
Okay.
it was
You could have played something way cooler.
Okay,
on
well
the
here's
loudspeaker.
the next one.
He didn't play it. Someone did. It was a video.
Okay.
of the
This one's more disgusting than
Oh
questionable.
man.
What?
Okay.
Brace your ears.
Okay, no, this one is racist. I'll go to this one instead. This one's from Iggy Azalea. Iggy Azalea.
It's Iggy Azalea.
What?
When
I've never heard
the
that voice out of you.
when the relay starts, I'm a runaway slave, master,
What?
I'm a runaway slave.
and then master.
Oh no.
Joe is just dumbfounded.
What? Oh my gosh. Some people are just very.
Iggy, she's
I
pushing the
question their
envelope.
intelligence.
Call her ignorant Iggy.
Yeah. Ignorant is alien, guys.
Ignoramus.
Oh my
What does
goodness.
that mean?
That's probably something comparable to ignorant. Best guess.
Actually, I think
It's got a similar prefix.
the
So.
lyric I had in mind was
Alright,
kind
find
of.
that one.
Okay, this is from DMX.
DMX. Oh, this one's
No,
terrible.
no, this is a different one.
Oh
I
really?
didn't tell you. This is one that I saw like all the way for the past. But and if you got a daughter older than 15,
This is
I'm
already bad.
her.
Oh.
Take her in the living room floor right there in front of you, then ask you seriously what you want to do.
Oh my gosh.
Older than 15,
What?
it's still our
Well, he didn't say younger than 18. He only said old.
Oh my.
There's no specific.
Jeez. That's just terrible.
That is so funny.
There's a lot of ambiguity.
It's like, it's not good, but
There's a lot of
what
ambiguity
is
in that
he
lyric.
thinking?
We can't confirm that he is a
Did he catch
pedophile.
any smoke for this? Because
I'd be really surprised if you did.
Here's one too. Because if she expecting, I can satisfy, and at the same time give her kid a pacify. And I love when I bust that old nut, because I know that her baby's gonna lick it up.
that's disgusting.
That is just nasty.
Oh, it's so gross.
There's nothing like questionable about that. It's just gross.
It's just disgusting. I can't get my mind.
And this
around
one, this is
people
a
that
classic one from Biggie. It's
Oh.
girl, you look so good. I'll suck your dad.
Good one.
Well, she'd have to be a 15 out of 10 for anyone to do.
He's spitting a good image.
I've got a. Let me see. I was looking up the Lil Yachty.
That's good imagery.
Is it
iPhone. Shit, iPhone.
She blow on that blank like a cello.
Hey.
That's Lil Yachty, yeah. Blow it like a cello. I heard his statement about that. He's like, I told my peep I had them listen to the song.
Yeah, I've
no one
seen
told
that.
me what a cello was.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was a wind instrument.
Wind instrument.
Have you guys heard, 1 second.
Damn, you like cello?
Wow.
Where's this one from?
I still got
Okay,
sand
this
all
one's
over
from
my
T.I. Just like some dental cream, I go into my end's mouth. And like a limousine, I stretch a blank out.
Oh my god.
Oh, hey.
Oh my gosh.
Here's,
Okay.
You gotta be like psychotic.
here's Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Ice Cube is a thing in the past. I've gotten no nuts because they're still stuck in New York.
Ice Cube's a real one.
Okay, it's pretty justified that he
That's
says
funny.
that.
He's just
He's
funny
got enough
though.
good stuff to
There's
cancel
nothing
out.
questionable about that. It's
Yeah,
just
it is funny, yeah.
Wow, here's another one.
Oh,
Here's another one from Ice Cube. What's up with that bulge in your khakis? You want to pack and cat, but you still ain't got the pull to come and jack me.
Oh.
What? How does he fit that in his song?
Yeah,
I don't know how
These
he
are really
does
funny.
that stuff. He just.
Okay.
crazy. I wish I could bust rhymes like that. That's
That's
like that's a
funny.
legitimate skill.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually.
What do you have to do to get that good?
I cannot tell you. That is crazy.
Unintentionally gay rap lyrics.
Unintentionally gay like
Oh, this sounds funny.
You.
Is this on Genius?
Yeah, give me a second.
Hopefully we get some lyrics from Dicko Mode.
Something about. It's such a funny song.
Well, actually, that's the opposite of unintentionally gay. There could not be a more gay song than Dicko Mode.
That's true.
Fucking high school.
Have you heard that, Joe?
Yeah, I have.
It's so funny.
Many a time.
It's hard.
It's a classic.
We can't really sing lyrics on it on the podcast because.
It's a family song. What can I say? Play it for your mom. Play it for your dad. Play it for your grandparents.
Play it for your mom. Play it for your papa. Oh,
Play it for the world.
did you find one yet, Eric?
The melody from that song is catchy though.
This is Lil Wayne. This is Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
I'm getting head while giving head. It's a head-on collision.
That's just clever. I was thinking about that.
That is funny. I feel
This
like
one's from Childish Gambino. No, my
Nice.
man. I'm heading west, like I'm blowing Kanye.
What?
Kanye West.
Yeah. I'm headed. Yeah. Okay.
okay, so I feel like as a rapper, it's not like you're
funny.
unintentionally being gay, but if you come up with a rhyme in your head and you see the opportunity, there's no way you can pass it up.
Dude, on one of
Yeah.
these, I'm gonna spit all my water
Like
out.
if it's something
Just
as
spit
clever as these, like how can you not put that in a song?
God.
It's just too funny.
That was good.
Oh boy.
Don't you know my
ravioli.
Louise, or I can find some.
I'm having to show.
Oi, bro.
Dang, DMX is gay as hell.
Okay, is there anything wrong with it?
No. Maybe. Depends on the way you look at it.
Okay.
I'ma have to show
Play some
blanks
melody, Miles.
how easily we blow blanks. But you find out there's some mo blanks that are running with yo blanks. Racist much? Jeez. Okay, here we go. Here's this one's probably good. The Migos Quavo said, "I'll eat a blanks A like an almond joy."
Why like an almond joy? Anything.
Because Quavo's a moron.
That is funny.
I feel like almond joy is probably the lyric that he was trying to rhyme with. So why did he have to say I eat a blanks in caps? My goodness, depend on the context.
Guess you ain't heard that we swallow guys, nerd.
What?
Oh,
man.
rap lyrics that make no
I-
sense.
Okay. We can switch to a different segment now if you want.
Yeah.
Let's do a good one. Alright. This makes you cool, Eric.
Yeah, can I see?
That makes you cool.
Here, you go through those, see which ones you want. What should we do?
Okay. Childhood stories, parentheses. Good.
There's some funny rap lyrics out there, you guys.
That's from 22 Teens 1.
Favorite movies, pick songs. What is... What? We go over morals. This one go to later time.
Over what?
Morals.
Morals. That's a deep segment.
I just don't have any.
Yeah,
That's a good start.
Yeah.
Clean slate.
The really odd part is where people get their morals, because it's a society is what makes people's morals. It's all the people around you.
I'd say parents most of the time.
For people
Miles thinks it's
that are
people are born
different
with it.
than people are
I
born
think that's part of it for sure.
Don't you think it's part of like a it's in
I think that I think that the one rule of life that you're born with is that people shouldn't be like everyone around you should be selfless towards you, because that's what you want as a human being. Like that's what you want for.
I think more. I don't know. I think a lot of my morals just came from my parents. I don't think you're born with anything, in my honest opinion.
Yeah.
it just makes
But there's
sense that
something
you're
that-
not.
Yeah, because
Right, because you don't know anything, but like, it's just really weird that everyone in life thinks that you shouldn't do things to inconvenience them or harm them because they don't want that, but at the same time, they think, oh, it's probably just best to not inconvenience other people because they don't want that, because it just goes along with like the golden rule, like the do unto others as you would have them do to you, and it's really weird that that's just something that everyone's always agreed on, no matter what, because that's what they want other people to do.
Well, as far as
So-
like you understand.
right,
because,
because like, as far as I'm concerned, that's every society. No one thinks that you should harm other people for no reason, or like, everyone thinks that you should try to benefit others because that's what they want from you. Right? They want people to benefit you. So, but at the same time, they have to, even if they don't follow that rule themselves, they think that you should follow that rule. So it's still a moral for them. It's just, they don't abide by their own morals.
Why would it be their moral if they don't abide by it?
They still hold it to be true because they want other people to conform to that, but they might just trail off themselves and do whatever they want. So like, do as I say, not as I do. It's still part of their morals, just not they're too
sorry, I
dumb
was
to let it
busy
not
shrugging,
apply.
No, like,
But do you know what I'm talking about?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm with Aaron
What?
on this one.
Which exactly?
Talking about the golden rule.
Oh,
How-
does
How everyone thinks that you should do that no matter what because they want you to be kind to them and others, and at the same time they cannot care about you or other people, but they still think that you should be good to other people because they're like, oh, you can't cheat me out of this or do something like that. You can't do that. That's wrong. So by that thing that's wrong, they're instilling a moral on themselves, even if they don't follow it themselves, because it's the whole do as I say, not as I do thing. It's still a moral part.
Yeah, no, they're like saying, do this. It's hypocrite.
Right.
Being a
you can be a hypocrite. You can also follow it. But what I'm saying is that everyone has that instinct. Right.
See, I don't think morals come as an instinct. No.
Yeah, I don't think.
I think that morals come as a second step to after your instincts are satisfied.
Right.
I think you can't come up with the concept of morality and society until like your basics are fulfilled. Until if it's like if it's food and shelter and like that kind of thing that you need, then morals are negated. That's not something that people regard.
Right. When it comes down to like basic human needs and functions and like life or death, all of civilization in your brain, it just goes out the window just because it's like last ditch plan to survive. So you can get rid of like
So Joe all the time, basically.
yeah. Dirtbag Joe.
No,
Joe's just a caveman.
I think. I don't think. If you have like strong enough morals, your morals won't automatically go out the window if it's just to survive.
Right, but the thing is, you have to have a source from where you're getting morals from.
Yeah, I get mine from my parents, and it's gonna sound gay, but like the Bible.
Right. It doesn't sound gay.
Yeah.
It's just it is fact. Because it's just how you think about it. All religions like that. They all get their morals from somewhere. But where I get my morals,
You don't
I
need
think
religion to have
everyone
morals.
in the room.
Morals come from
Where are you getting your
Not
morals from?
entirely.
But like, you don't need to believe in something to have morals, but your morals aren't gonna stand. So like, where are they coming from if you don't believe in anything?
That's yeah.
Well, you can have a cause that
Were
you can
with
believe
us
in
when
outside
we
of
had this
religion.
conversation at camp?
Yeah, I was
Yeah, no, it's so. I swear some people do.
Some
like-
people are weird, but
No, like when
She's
people are
right.
like, yeah, no, it's so funny. People are like, you don't need Jesus to have good. Jesus doesn't exist because you can have good morals without him.
Right.
It's
That's not proof of
it's like there's
anything.
No.
there's
And
no
people are like-
standing for your morals at all.
like, what's the point then?
Right.
What's
There's
the point of
having
believing? So
morals
why?
at all.
Why?
Well, you don't need. Well, for people that have morals, you don't need to have a
Yeah.
person to believe
I'm
in.
still a good person. What
You
do
can
mean-
just have
what do
you can have a
define as
cause
good
Yeah,
person?
no, but
to believe
people-
in to hold something to be true.
I've
You can have a goal. That's what I feel like a lot of morals are based off of. Like you're trying to make
Goals?
change.
Your own
You have a
goals,
goal.
right? But goals aren't morals.
but good and bad is based off of God, so it all just wraps back around.
Yeah,
to
it all comes back to
Well, in the Christian design, it is. There's morals outside of Christianity that were made,
sure,
not solely
obviously,
based on.
Yeah, no,
But some of those morals involve killing other people and trying to
Like,
it's all defending.
no, like, okay, this might be ignorant, but I think that word this.
Hey, no, just spit it out.
Like, you know how with like, I don't know if this is Muslim or Islam,
We're not too smart, by the way. Disclaimer.
but like, when two people, when like you know how like if you blow yourself up or suicide with bombs, you get
Yeah.
72 versions. Like, I'm sure that's
Yeah,
like,
that's-
considered immoral, but like, I think to any person that wasn't in that religion, they'd think it's messed
That'd be
up.
terrible. Yeah.
But like,
because you're
anyone-
killing other people
but
as well.
anyone,
Well, that's part of the
anyone
religion.
outside of Christianity would also think, oh look, he's being nice. That's good morals. So like,
Right.
there's good morals. Again, this might be ignorant, but like, I'm not saying that everything out of Muslim is bad, but I do think that is bad. But like,
That's radical.
yeah, that is.
Islam, though.
But I think like
That's the difference.
Good point. Yes. But like, You know, oh, it's like good morals from the Bible. Like, if someone's if someone's being a jerk to you, don't be a jerk back. Like, don't repay evil with evil. Repay evil with good. Like, that's a good moral to have. And I think anyone outside of Christianity would think that is nice. But of course, there are going to be people who be like, man, that's stupid. You should fight back. It's like, in some cases, yes, but in a lot of cases, you shouldn't be like a complete d-bag back. Like,
right. Like, you just have to realize that some situations don't matter as much, and you can totally block out caring about.
Yeah, but do you see what I mean? Like,
I see exactly.
Like, and just to connect everything, those good morals from Christianity, well, from like from the Bible, and most people can agree, like, those morals, like, that's good morals. They all wrap around back to God, but like blowing. Okay, what is a?
See, but that's like the way it's made. Like, it's made to encompass all these ideas that are like that reflect human qualities and like compassion and everything. Like they've made it so. For the record, I'm a Christian. I'm not like speaking. Okay. So the way it's founded is that like God has love and all these things that He wanted and like He instilled. Like, it was perfect before sin came into the world, right? Like, we had all these qualities embedded in us. Yeah. All these good. Wait, you're gonna make a drawing?
No, I'm just making like
a diagram. Okay, so
to like wrap my thoughts around.
Okay.
But
keep talking, man.
The thing that encompasses that is like, since we're all God's children, we all naturally have these morals. But that kind of like, I don't know. That seems kind of questionable to me.
What do you mean?
Well,
like, we're not born with every moral inside.
Right. Well, there's a part where I feel like it gets misconstrued because morals are such a complex thing. Like, as we keep moving forward, it gets more and more complicated and confusing on like what is acceptable morally versus societally. Like, what is acceptable to a group and what isn't. And I don't know. I feel like it's getting kind of crazy.
I feel like a lot of the stuff that you'll see at any period of time, anywhere, society really runs on the mass of the people in it and what they want to do. So most people in society don't have a firm standpoint for where they're getting any of their morals. They do what they want to do, and they do what they think maybe is probably the right thing to do, but like, it doesn't correlate with any source. It doesn't go back to anything. It's just their own thoughts in their head, just kind of forming this stuff together.
Rationalizing.
Right.
Yeah.
What they see around them and what they think is good, but they have no real base. And the real base from where I get my morals is from the Bible and the things that you take away from it, and what just what Jesus stands for. So the Christian church gets a lot of flack today because there's so many idiots out there that just don't get what Christianity or anything revolving is supposed to be. And like, they hate other people, and it doesn't make sense because it's so far from what the actual standard and morals are from actual Christianity, and it's just what it is today does not reflect how it should have been, I think, for the most part.
Well, there's a lot of misrepresentation going on.
Yeah.
That's like the same thing with Islam, because not everyone's trying to kill infidels or whatever it is that they're trying to do.
Yeah, ISIS is the radical interpretation of that.
Yeah,
obviously,
right. And it's the same thing with Christianity. There's been radicalized versions of our own, branch.
Yeah, I thought about reading the Quran, but like, that's crazy.
It's just
It's a big book.
everyone is, I don't know. You kind of display your own morals and your beliefs through your own actions. So, it's an individual thing.
Yeah, I guess so. You just have to have.
I think it varies.
To have actual morals, you have to have a standpoint from where you get them.
Right, and there's there's influences
invalid
everywhere.
to pick it up in your head.
I just thought of something.
Well, someone had to have originally.
Right. What?
you know how like, okay, never mind. It's just so like, here's like, it's just my plans.
Okay. God's plan. This is very complex. I don't understand what I'm looking at right
What's going
now.
on with your paper here?
So,
He's got like arrows, whatever, it's fine.
so you know how like
Cross sections.
this is what I was like thinking how like some people like say you don't need God to have morals and stuff like. I've seen this on Twitter and like Reddit a lot. How people are like argue like God doesn't exist because everyone's born with good morals, but like that's not true. So like I didn't need to write this out just to wrap my thoughts on it. But like when atheists say you don't like just don't if you don't want like or I guess pretty much anyone says you I don't need God, I'm already a good person and stuff. It's like, well, that goodness came from like that's God's morals is to be like good, I guess.
Right, like that standard came from somewhere.
Yeah, that standard came from somewhere. He created that whole. I think it's kind of hard to think about. Like,
You're like thinking of it inside your own understanding, though.
no, I'm not, because I'm saying I know what they think too. I'm trying to rationalize it from my thought. Like I'm trying. This is how I would explain it too. Okay, here.
Just
gotta gather your
go through
thoughts.
your diagram that you're talking about.
Okay.
It's hard.
I think the easiest way would do this like. Which one of you, Miles? You try like, because you were at the thing. I think I know what you mean, but like try to like argue like you don't need God to have. Actually, here, I'll this. I'm just getting wrapped into
So like
my
the
thoughts.
statement like
It's confusing
what
himself.
they're
Yeah, I am.
like people that don't believe the same things like their main argument.
Or here, actually, Mac. What would be like? What would if someone came up to you and said like, I don't believe in God because I believe everyone is born with good morals. Like, what would you think? Like, what would you say back to that?
I wouldn't say that everyone is born with them. I would say that they're a product of
I'd pull out some scripture.
what they're. Yeah, that's a good idea too, because
But then
scripture.
if they don't believe
Scriptures-
it's
Right,
worthless
but
to
if
them.
they
Yeah.
do, then scripture is usually the trap card. Like
Yeah.
scriptures,
Yeah.
I say that like it's a bad thing, but
Right,
scripture's a good go-to for most things. Because I mean, even if you don't believe it, it teaches good things. As long as you identify with the same ideals and everything, then it's a good thing to follow.
Right, but someone else.
So if I were to argue against that person that says people develop them naturally, I would say that I don't know. You just have to like look back and see that not everyone is like a product of their own environments. Everything that people do reflects their own societies
Right.
and like what those group of people understand to be true or to be good. And that comes from someone originally like being alone and figuring out what their idea of something that is right is, even though generally a lot of them have thought of, we need law systems, we need
Yeah, things
everything's like that. There's rules laid out and everything like that. And even though they vary a little bit, they're all generalized on the same idea. But that's not because I don't think it's because we're born with them. I think it's just because of the way we think. Like our brains are similar to the way we rationalize and the way we regulate
You're
things.
saying our brains are similar to the people around us because we're a product of circumstance.
Yes.
Yeah.
We think similarly, and because of that, we all are sort of like each other in a way. We're all engineered to like think the same.
Right,
And-
just like if you're around a like-minded group of people. Like your
Right.
friends, you're gonna start
Even if
thinking
you're
that
not
way.
in that group of people, you notice the same things, and your brains pick out the same things, and it's just a way of thought. It's it's just part of being a person, I
Which
think.
makes sense, and it is, but then you start thinking more, and you have to understand why there's a standard of morality in society with the group of people that you're around, and you have to start trying to find the real answers for that, because it doesn't just come out of nowhere.
Well, that's the issue, because sometimes some people may have a hard time grasping with the possibility that there isn't an answer for that.
Oh, that there is an answer for
That there's no one specific reason for something like that.
that there.
It just
Hard grasping
happens that way.
Isn't, or it just kind of
Somet-
turned out that way.
I just think sometimes people have a. I gotta think about this.
Right. Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't have a society if there wasn't a standard of morals that everyone sort of
Right,
follows.
but that came along. That encompassed the creation of society, I would think,
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
which is the thing.
Because like, if we were all selfish and we all believed we would do whatever we want, we'd infringe on everyone else's dreams and aspirations and what they're doing. So things would collide with each other. If someone just wanted to kill everyone and just keep killing people, they'd do that, and then they'd hurt other people, and like everything would get messed up. But with the society, everyone has to kind of come along together, and that's why laws exist. So people are kind of stopped from doing whatever they want because of the morality of society. And that's like psychodynamism, just doing whatever you want and infringing on anyone's aspirations to get whatever you want. But
What say you, Joe?
What if like
What's your take?
What if like
I've
all of
been zoning out. I don't know where to begin.
what if all of us like completely go wrong and like people watching us like these are the dumbest
We're
shit
just
ever.
taking we're taking our best guesses.
I
Don't
got
rag
kinda-
on us
I just
for
got
trying
kinda
to
lost in
theorize.
my point. I was trying.
I think it's like
Mine is a guess.
I don't think I'm really guessing. It's just kind of like.
I mean, you have faith that you're right.
All right, I'll lay down the facts right
it
here.
also makes sense.
No one has morals.
morals don't.
I'm
exist.
with
And that's
Joe, I
that. They
think.
do not exist. They're D&E. 1/0.
Undefined. Yes.
No. No morals. That's my take, guys. Thank you for listening.
Let's clock you in the head.
Yeah.
Miles, did you get Darian the candle?
Yeah.
Candle?
I picked up your phone by accident.
What I would say.
Did you get me the candle? Candle.
Okay. I'm really playing devil's advocate right now. Like, I feel like I sound like I'm an atheist, but I'm a Christian, for the record. I just like to question this stuff.
Yeah, well, that's good to question stuff.
Also, I like knowing where you guys stand too. So, dang, where was I gonna go with this? I just like completely forgot. I had a whole thing I was gonna do and I just forgot it. It was something about your faith.
Think. It's okay.
It was something about your faith. Dang. Where are we at right now? How long have we been recording for?
Doesn't matter. It's 10 now.
It's 10. All right.
When did we start?
Like 9:20.
Okay.
Jeez.
Okay. So like with your faith, that like secures your mind, because your faith at the first point, it's like you're taking a leap. That's how your faith starts.
Right.
Yeah.
And then once you get into that, it opens your mind up to like what all the possibilities and all the truth in it is, and like all the truth that exists with the Word and with God and everything like that. But from someone from an outside perspective, it seems like you're taking a guess and you're like reassuring yourself
Yeah,
that it's true.
I do
Right.
agree with that too. I think there's a.
It's like the thing I was saying with like your grasping. It's like some people need that. Like they need to be like the assurance of knowing that there's something there
Right.
for them to believe in,
is
something
good,
that is
because
true.
That's why asking questions is good.
Because some people may not like mentally be able to grasp or deal with the possibility that there's nothing,
Right.
or dwell in that.
Like, you need certainty that you're
Yes.
right. Yeah,
People-
because that just makes sense.
Yeah, people have a hard time dealing with the unknown, and that's another thing that's wrapped in our brains. Like that's just how we are. We have a hard time dealing with stuff
Right.
we don't know.
I want answers.
That's how we're
Yeah.
geared. We want to know,
Yeah.
and that's why we. I
It's
don't
like,
know.
how are you gonna base anything off of anything? Any of your knowledge?
Yeah, that's just why
You don't have.
it's not like your point is less valid than someone else's. We're all just questioning everything.
Right.
That's just how people are.
And you look for it, and you look.
People go different directions to find the same answers. but-
Exactly. And it's also varies through culture, where
Yes.
you live, everything. That's why you're proud of
And a lot of people are looking for the same things, but the
In different
complexity
places.
that society has taken, it's like people don't know where to go, and
Everyone's
they go down
looking-
different paths, but they're really going down the same one.
Right.
Dang, well, philosophy.
Something about.
Yeah, we should host a class.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. We should co-host with
Sorry,
Kenley
I shouldn't say
Philosophy Club.
Yeah.
Shout out Schmuck. Schmuck's my guy.
That's kind of true though.
That's a good teacher. Yeah.
Dang, we got deep.
Cool.
This was not planned.
All right. Do you guys have anything else you want to say on that, or should we move
Card
on?
table talks gets deep.
Yeah.
Hopefully we hit another deep segment like that. This is only episode 2, so
Yeah.
I wish I were
Yeah.
paying more attention.
That's a code.
we need a bigger group of guys to discuss
Actually,
something
Oh my
more
goodness, if
important.
we had all the guys in Senate, this would be like, this would be mad.
This would be like
This
the
would be like a whole day.
Also, because Matt and Michael are Catholic.
Oh,
He's
Michael.
too.
Michael was
Oh,
in
man.
Well, yeah. I
No,
was-
but
I was kinda
that
See-
doesn't. Catholicism has like the same morals as us. So it's
Stay
Right,
tuned,
yeah,
you guys.
it's
That's gonna be a good
always like that.
episode.
Yeah,
Once we
I
get.
would
yeah,
say-
they're both branches
yeah,
of Christianity.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's much different than
The morals
just
are
specific things.
mostly the same.
Yeah.
See,
It's not
but
much
it's
different.
weird like
When
that.
you get down to the main point of Christianity,
It's
it's like
awesome.
almost none of the stuff matters if you have
Yeah,
the
That's
main
just-
goal.
all the general stuff is the same.
Yeah.
That's kind of like
right.
the same idea of what I wanted to touch on though with society, because things have branched out so much.
Oh.
Like even the same beliefs are just like so different at the same
Different
time.
Yeah, they're
No,
so
exactly.
spewed.
Like with different.
Like,
And
like
that's
gay
just
marriage and
one.
stuff.
That's one side of it. There's all kinds of sides of society that are
All
like
different
that.
churches do
Yes.
different things, and it's so weird that that happens.
Yeah.
I know.
It doesn't make sense to me.
That's
at
why there's
all.
so many different branches.
It's just like
Yeah.
another reflection of we're like our brains are geared to like never
No, you're right.
stop.
There's a-
We keep complicating stuff,
Exactly.
and
No,
we
you're-
just keep going
That's actually-
further.
That's major.
It
Like
doesn't-
we're digging ourselves
it
a
doesn't
hole.
make sense that we haven't found a right answer so far. Like someone might have found it, but it doesn't make sense. That everyone
But
else
we,
can
we,
agree on
we
it.
can't handle with the fact
I
like
know.
we
That's-
can't
that's
deal
weird.
with the fact that we might be done. Like we want to keep going.
I guess, yeah. It's just really hard because everyone has different thoughts. Like, why don't we have an answer by now?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have like.
There's a good
Well,
chance
that's
we
a
could have
general
already.
Humans
stuff.
are stupid creatures.
Like
They
we
just-
said,
Yeah.
they
People
wanna
have
do
spent
the best
so
for
much
themselves.
time
We're
thinking.
smart, but
We're dumb at the
we're
same
really
time.
Dumb.
Like
We
the
can
tools,
agree on
the
it.
materials are there, but no one agrees on each other on
Yeah.
anything. Because there's stubborn
Yeah.
people, and it's just.
See, there's no way. It's just so hard to find clarity. Like you're always looking for answers, and like it's almost like the most eye-opening, like understanding thing you can have is that you don't know. If you can accept that, then it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go. That's something that you know
take
for
their-
sure.
Yeah, it's the
The
only
thing, the
know
thing
for
you
sure
can
is
know
you
for
don't
sure is
know
that you
anything.
don't know. Exactly.
And then you
There's
take
things that
and
we
you
do
don't
know, but in comparison, relative to everything else, we know nothing. We're children.
Right.
It's weird.
We're like
just says
animals.
You can all be in a simulation and no one would
Yeah,
know.
it's true
I
though.
don't like that.
There's no way.
Okay.
Are y'all just
It doesn't
like?
make a difference to our lives.
Are you guys just actors and I'm the only person?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, this is
Yes.
a Truman Show.
Ah, God,
Good movie.
that's scary.
That's something an
Good movie.
NPC would say. You self-centered,
Yeah.
pre-programmed person.
Got him.
Oh man,
I can assure you right now, I am not a bot.
I can assure
In
you,
case you were
I am not a robot.
I've been having really weird mental stuff going on lately, and I don't know what it is, but it makes me really panicky and weird. But it's that it happened. No, it happened a couple
Is
times.
everything okay?
Yeah, it's fine. But like I'll start looking around a room and I just don't recognize anyone in it anymore, even though.
Whoa.
You're just going insane now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get some drinks.
Are you like? Give me a
If
D-Pep.
there's any food,
Yeah, you can give me a ticket too.
I'll get something like that.
HMU.
Give me a beverage.io.
But it happened just a couple days ago when I was with
1 sec.
Darian on her birthday, and like it was just with her family and her, and I was looking around the room, and it just freaked me out because like I just didn't recognize anyone anymore. And I
Did you
sat-
just like? Sorry to interrupt, but did you just like detach yourself from reality or what?
Yeah.
Like you just kind of went out of your own
That's kind
head.
of that happens to me a lot.
I do that too.
You just like
You just get out of your own
Right.
self.
you switch to third person mode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
third person shooter.
I just couldn't snap out of it, and it was just like that for mostly the rest of the night, or at least it was really intense for like the next 10 minutes. And it happened again when we were at, or before when we were at it happened before that too when we were at a Sioux Line. I was standing there, and I was talking to Eric and looking, and I'm like, what am I in this very moment? Like,
I
person that I am now, like I film stuff, I'll like go do things sometimes,
Thanks.
and I just didn't, I totally forgot
Miles detaching
who I
himself
was
from where he is
mentally.
mentally.
And it didn't make sense.
That's kind of reassuring to know that you do that though, because I do that too.
It just gets really scary and
Yeah.
weird and weird to deal with because it's just like I get over it eventually, but like
But you come back to it.
in that moment it's scary because I have no idea what's going on and I don't know the
You
people.
learn to live with
It feels like I don't know the people around me anymore, and like even if
I
because
don't even know you.
Yo, can someone please blast Juice World right now? I
even though
can't.
I was looking straight at Eric.
literally though. Shadow.
Alright, should we go to the next topic?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Wow. We'd be talking
But,
about this days if we didn't.
Yeah.
It was yeah.
That's just the way we're
That's
geared
crazy.
though.
That's
We
just something that I'm trying
Why
to
did
get
I say
over.
peanut butter chocolate chip
I
for the
need
last?
new medication
The
or
worst
something.
flavor.
That's what I'm trying to get.
Should we
Well,
go? Should we
it
go
could just
to
be,
It's not just that. There's been other issues going on.
We should always throw away your trash.
It's right there.
behind you?
I knew that.
We should talk about
Hey,
the
take this one,
meaning of life.
Me?
42.
No, we gotta save
42.
that. We gotta save
42.
that. Like big questions, we gotta save.
This is gonna. That's like a whole nother episode.
Eric and Miles and Mac and
But-
Joe. Just
Eric
We're probably-
and Miles' philosophy.
We're probably getting there
I think
already.
I know what mine is. if
Like
I'm
for our
being
time.
Your meaning of life?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What are we shooting for here? Like 1:30? What kind of?
I don't know.
What
just
kind of
Now
talk
we
time?
bored.
Okay. Yeah, hope y'all are in for the long haul.
I'm probably gonna send this to my dad because that got deep.
Yeah. This podcast? Yeah. He'd love to hear that.
Okay. How to make the most of downtime.
Oh yeah.
Ah, yes.
I
This is a good one. So, first of all, just to connect to our last segment, a good transition.
Heck yeah.
Don't
that's the best
get lost in thought too much, because that can be dangerous.
I got lost
It's
in
good. It's good sometimes to just sit and like look out your window, no music, no phone, no nothing, and just think. Like that's also healthy. Sometimes it's
Really?
just good. It's good to just sit there and like just think. That's what people did.
I might not be able to do that. Like,
Really?
I feel like I just get really bored after a minute. I know what you're saying. Like, I think, like I'll do that in the car sometimes.
Just
I'll
like think about stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just take your
I know
time
what you're
and
saying.
consider it.
Like, I just feel like I get bored with like absolutely nothing. Like I don't have music or something. I know what you're saying.
Well, you just gotta find something and think about it. It's good. Like it's good training for your head.
You do look kind of fresh though.
For me,
Cause like you can't just go on your phone. Like
I'll go for it.
Like being like productive.
we're always just taking in
That's what I do.
stimuli. We gotta be
Whenever I'm bored,
productive
I
in our
just go
own.
on my phone and scroll through like.
no. Whenever I'm bored, I just like go on YouTube and then I watch. I literally watch everything on YouTube. I'm
Yeah,
like, okay, no, I'm
that's
bored
very
again.
Yeah.
What
Downtime with
That's the
me,
easy stuff though.
I just end up feeling bad about not being productive because like
I do too.
I'll be working on homework
Facts.
for hours and just like I feel like I won't get anything done
Mhm.
and then I'll try to give myself downtime because I think that I should take the break you deserve. I should take a break, but it's like I haven't gotten enough done, so I just keep feeling guilty about not being as productive as I think that I should have been.
One thing I find that has really helped me. I don't necessarily do it a lot, but something that helps me. And going back to the productivity piece,
Yeah.
like I find that just going on a run or doing something
Yeah.
physical, like it just kind of gets your brain going out of a lazy state. I think
Yeah.
it just makes me feel like I'm getting something done.
Yeah.
Like it
Like anything.
just
Even
juices
small
you up.
things.
For
Yeah.
sure.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even like just cleaning the house and stuff like that. Something small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even, like taking a shower, right?
Yeah. Sometimes. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I'm way too lazy to take a shower and I'll just like sit outside and don't go in.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
Being productive is satisfying though.
Yeah.
Sit down to
It's
wait for the
nice.
shower.
As much as I don't want to do
pooping.
it.
Every time.
As much as I hate running. Well, I don't.
But
Okay, I love it.
when it comes
Same.
to like after school productivity, like the things that I want to be good at and like the stuff that I'm passionate about is just the stuff that Eric and I do and like kind of the career field that we're going into. And it's just rough when like I'm trying to be productive, and I've got this, like, I got school on my mind, and like I'm never done with that. And then afterwards, it's like, oh, I want to be productive and do stuff for the channel, and it's like really difficult when I'm doing stuff and then I feel like I can't because I'm trapped by more work from outside sources. And it's just I want to give all that up so I can put more time to doing stuff that I actually want to do. And it always feels bad when I feel like I haven't been putting in the most work that I can to the stuff that I care about the most.
Mm-hmm. Right. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, like stupid stuff is people are forcing you to do stupid things that like probably won't impact your life.
Right.
See,
but like at our age, it's like,
those important. I mean, the little things kind of matter too. Like doing the little jobs that like you don't want to do, make the stuff that you enjoy that much more gratifying.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
When you can get something done and like see a finished product of something that you want and something that you put work that you enjoy doing towards, it's like you have that relative sense of appreciation.
1 second, pause. I'm gonna change my battery.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
What was I saying?
A bad word.
Shut up, Miles.
Joe, let Joe say something.
No, I forgot.
No, keep thinking.
If you keep talking, I might remember it.
Okay, so gratification in your work is that much more, like you appreciate it that much
Yep,
more.
I remember now.
Let him speak.
Oh, well, I mean, I was almost gonna say the same thing as you, but like,
That's fine.
when you do stuff you hate, like for example, homework and stuff like that,
Yeah.
then you can really enjoy, the stuff you like. Like,
Right.
for me, editing pics, taking pics, stuff like that.
Yeah.
If I don't have anything negative in my life going on, then I can't really look forward to
Exactly.
taking pics. Then, yeah.
It's that reference point is really important, like just in life in general.
Yeah, it makes you realize like don't take the fun stuff for granted.
Yeah. It's like that. It's that idea.
That's what I got this year with like cross country, like ending. I'm like, the amount of times I've hated it and complained don't even like match up to the times I've loved it. Like,
It's just like that idea of balance is really important, just in everything.
Yeah. To get through like the stuff you hate, you gotta think of the good stuff.
Yeah, no, that's like with summer right now. Like we're going through this sucky winter right now, but spring's gonna go.
Exactly. See, and it's like if you can keep it balanced, then like your main goal is like it's almost like it's amplified because it's like what you enjoy is just like it outdoes everything that you hate. Like by the time you get there, summer and spring is just like blast winter out of the water, and it's like. Getting your good stuff done dwells on your mind as you're doing the bad stuff.
Yeah.
Like you're always thinking about it, and it pours into everything else that you do. So it's like if you can keep it balanced and keep it equal, the one thing that you're aiming towards will be that much more impactful than the things that you hate. So you just got to be focused on that, and you have to keep that in mind when you're doing the things that you don't like. Because if you don't, you'll get like lost and depressed and all that.
Real life example. Sometimes when we're camping, especially a couple weeks ago, we were up north. Had really bad camp food, like pretty much chewy bars all weekend and stuff. So just crave McDonald's and stuff like that. But you don't have it in the moment, so it's kind of a negative.
Right.
And then you keep thinking about it, you anticipate it,
Gotta fight through.
want it more, you fight through, and then you get to it, and it's finally just like
It's just the good moment. Yes.
And then it's just like kind of heaven on earth.
Yes.
It's a good feeling.
It is. I'm glad we can feel that too.
Yeah.
Imagine not being able to just like have that relativity type
That would
thing.
kind of defeat.
Life would be so
life.
boring. Yeah.
That's what some of the best people go through. They just don't feel anything.
Well, it's because they don't do anything about it. A lot of people.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I like going on that stuff. Just makes me feel like
And it's like I get it. Like you feel stuck at a certain point.
Too, because like
You pick yourself up after long enough.
2 years ago, 2017, like right after summer, I got super depressed because like Ethan left and like you
Started dating Darian.
Yeah, and like you were like doing stuff with her, and like I just felt all alone until like cross country. And, like the only thing that would make me happy was going to cross country. And I was just like super sad all the time.
Yeah.
That was like when Chester this year's
You're
junior year.
wait. Oh, okay.
My side.
Right.
And like it was just not a good time. But like I was like literally always sad until then. And so like but like the way I got over it was like just thinking you just gotta like do stuff about it. Like dwelling on the like feeling of being
You just gotta
sad
get
is
up
like
and do
not
stuff.
good. Like if you dwell on it, it's just nothing good.
Yeah, there's things that make it
I
really
know.
hard to get out of it.
Yeah, it just like feels impossible, but like when you do, you feel so much better.
Productivity really just.
That's also like
Yeah.
it's part of the balance thing, because if you, the way like you think about it is like when you get depressed, you think of something as like a whole, and you just get like overwhelmed
Yeah.
by the thought of
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff.
Like
Not
everything
not
in
just
life is
one.
too much.
Work is too much. Dealing with people is too much. Like you just get closed off in a bunch of different ways.
The
Yeah.
people
But-
thing's a big part of that too.
Yeah.
Big
For me,
thing.
it was like my parents.
Even
when
if
they tried
it's
to talk to me,
even if it's not intentional, like you still love them and everything, but it's
Yeah.
just part of it. It's a reflection of what it is. But if you can keep the ratio balanced of like your work and everything like that, if you can
that's
just
a good
keep
picture.
if you can keep everything organized, then like it all works out. Like it's just good and you function. I don't know. It's just weird how that works.
In a perfect world.
You have to take things step by step,
when you can-
ideally.
when you can have everything worked out, obviously life's gonna be good. It's just like when you get overwhelmed with so many things and like everything's going around you and you feel like you can't have control over everything and everything's wrong, you start getting distant and things don't start to make sense anymore, and it's just hard to reason with yourself and anything, and that's when you start not feeling anything anymore. And then after that point, it's just going through the motions.
Right.
Hey boys, pause.
Again.
How do you
Alright,
feel?
yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
continue.
So yeah, you just get in that state where you just all it feels like you can do is just keep going through the motions and not being able to feel anything is
Right.
just normal, and it just becomes your natural state of being, and it's just hard to keep doing stuff, and like you don't get excited about anything, you don't have motivation to do anything, you just keep doing it because you have to, or you feel like you have to, and that's why some people decide to kill themselves, because they just don't want to go through the motions anymore and nothing feels like it has worth.
See, looking at it, we'll get to the suicide thing in a second, but looking at like that depression part as like in a bigger picture, that's still part of maintaining the balance, because like you're gonna have those high points and those low points,
Right.
and that if
Like even if you're going through a low point at the moment, there's inevitably going to be a high
there's
point.
inevitably going to be a
It's
point where it
always-
changes.
yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, we'll come back to you.
Emphasize, yes. So like
It's always going to come
I
back.
don't know. Like you're still gonna go through those. It's like emotion kind of like trumps your mind to some
Trump.
state. Trump.
No.
Trump. Wall dump Trump.
Stupid.
Quick
dude.
side note there. Anyways.
Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about my outburst. Okay. So just like once you get through that, it's just like you remember what it's all for, kind of. Like it's part of going through the motions, but you're happy about it sometimes, and sometimes you're sad about it. Like it's just part of going through life. So
Right.
I don't know.
And you're better off if you've experienced those low points to really be gratified for
Yeah.
the things.
And
the
also,
things that are going.
also, it's like it's almost like the lower you get in life, when you come back, the happier you are.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like
that's
when
major.
like you bounce back harder
then
the
you think of
lower
like
you
how sad
go.
you were, and
Don't
you
call
realize
it
like,
back.
hey, I'm in a
Yeah.
better spot. I don't know if you guys,
Exactly.
I don't know if you guys touched on this or not. I kind of
Yeah.
zoned out again at one point. But like one of the traps of depression is like when you're kind of feeling low, you almost just want to stay that way. Like,
Yeah.
You just kinda,
But then
it becomes comfortable.
and then and then you're like, oh, I just want to be more depressed now because
Yeah.
my life sucks. Let's just keep going down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's
It's
no
like-
reason to try
But
to
you-
stop
It sucks.
Some point you like subconsciously pick yourself back up
Yeah.
at the same time. Like even if you don't decide that you want to be happy, you get happy again.
Never really
Some
been like
things-
actually depressed.
Some
like,
people get worse about it though,
stuff
where
like that.
it's like it goes into their mental state, and then they just keep cascading, and it's just like they get lower and lower. But hope
We got our, like,
at some point,
oh, we got another guest.
Anybody home?
Hi, Grandpa.
Oh,
How are you?
oh hey.
Hi. I
How's
thought
it
I'd
going?
hear some boys up there.
howdy.
Hey.
Hi.
I didn't know you had a whole real crowd.
We're doing a podcast.
Yeah, we're just making a
Yeah.
discussion.
All right. Well, good. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I thought I should.
No worries, no
At
worries.
least say hi to Eric when I'm
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be leaving fairly early in the morning.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
we're here for
Alright.
Becca's game.
Actually, I did get to watch her Friday night, but I'm here for Trey's tournament.
Oh, yeah.
He did a game this morning, and he beat a team that he's
Yeah.
never beaten before.
I missed Denny's already.
And he's got a game at 8:30 tomorrow morning.
Denny's making me
That's
sad.
my
One is
ultimate
after 1 and another one
space
after
feeling
3.
is at
Wow.
Denny's at like
Nice.
3 in
I
the
think
morning.
John may be already in bed. I think he's gonna go with
Food
me.
piling on top of each other.
Man. That weight sucks though. Like after your order.
I may see you tomorrow.
I
I think I'll bring
What's
it on
worse,
back.
waiting for it or being done with it?
Ooh, that is a good question. That is a
And, I'll head back.
good ethics
Oh
question.
boy, yeah. The weights
I'll probably see you.
are the greatest
Oh
period
my
after.
goodness.
All right.
Man.
Because either way, you don't have it.
I'm gonna have to say the weight because sometimes when you're done, you're like, I cannot eat anymore.
Yeah.
I'm sick of this.
At least you have.
That wasn't the case tonight, but that happens like
It does happen.
Hey, that ties into the happiness because you at least have the satisfaction of knowing that you had it.
that's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
So you can be happy that you at least ate it. The wait, there's nothing. The wait, you're waiting for something to happen.
Yeah, that can be like your depression.
That's the worst. That's like
Down, and the food
purgatory.
comes and it's just like
Yeah, exactly. Just
Depression
skyrockets.
metaphor is waiting for your food at Denny's versus having it and losing it after you eat it. So
Wow, we are geniuses.
yeah, holy crap.
Yeah.
You really do need to teach a class.
all about Denny's.
Yeah.
But,
We could literally make a Denny's
Let's get
analogy
Denny's
to
sponsor us,
everything.
Yeah.
This Eric and Miles podcast is sponsored by Denny's.
Car tip thoughts.
Denny's, the greatest analogy for depression.
Denny's, we have the meat.
Denny's.
Denny's, we have meat.
Denny's, fresh not frozen.
Denny's eat fresh.
Let me just look up some.
Denny's, say money the better.
Denny's.
Love is what makes Denny's a Denny's.
Loves what makes
Denny's, finger looking good.
I think you're looking good. Just sounds really weird with Denny's.
Yeah, but it's still kind
Like you eat your Denny's and you're just like,
Denny's, I'm loving it.
Hey,
I am though.
Facts though.
Yeah.
are you loving
That's
it?
probably more accurate than
Cokes?
McDonald's.
Denny's, can you hear me now?
Share Denny's.
Denny's,
Wasn't
just
a good
do it.
company slogan.
Denny's satisfies. Snickers satisfies.
That is true though.
Yeah, Denny's does satisfy.
Denny's, save money, live better.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You did? I'm sorry. I've been looking.
It's alright.
I
It's
think
okay.
you
I've
did
been
too.
zoning out.
I remember you saying.
Don't worry about
Denny's, your neighborly hardware store. I think that's Ace.
Yeah, Ace is a hardware place.
That's the power of the Denny's. Of
Denny's.
Home Depot.
Denny's, melts in your mouth, not in your hands.
Alright, should we switch topics now?
Denny's.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
have 31 flavors.
What do you say we do?
Wait, what's that from?
We can just keep going. I don't
Dr.
care.
Pepper's 23.
What?
Dr. Pepper's 23 flavors.
No, I was talking about
DP 23,
baby.
baby.
Baskin Robbins.
Dang, Baskin Robbins. Now you got that on the
I've
brain.
never been to Baskin Robbins.
I could go for
so
some ice
good.
cream.
Baskin Robbins is schmack.
Yeah, I believe it.
Oh, so good, dude.
Y'all like sushi? Any of you?
Nope.
Not a ton.
I think it tastes.
I need to try it again. It's been a long time since I've had
I
sushi.
actually like sushi, and it's partially because that's like one of the only things
Why do
Darian
women like
can
it?
eat.
Yeah, that's what Gwen likes.
Wow, probably just because it tastes
Gwen
good.
likes it too. It's her favorite food.
Avery likes it
Dang.
too.
Gwen and Darian and Avery.
I think it's just a woman.
Wow, that's like.
And Matt. Matt likes it.
Matt likes
Oh, that's all women then.
Does Ava,
Yeah, that's kind of.
That's you covered every corner.
does Ava like sushi? You know, probably. That's
Maybe
probably
I haven't
what
tried enough, but like from what I've had it like twice. I think.
I've had it 3 times, and every time I wanted.
I can't remember the
What
last
kind
time.
of
Where do you
sushi?
get
Yeah,
sushi
you know.
around here?
You can get it from
I
Target.
got it at a cruise ship.
Target?
Jerry sells it too.
Oh yeah.
Once-
Darian likes
It's not that great,
Kowalski's,
though.
right? Isn't that her place?
Kowalski's is probably the
Like,
best
you
sushi
try it.
around.
I don't know. The idea of raw fish kind of turns me off a little bit.
Yeah.
Right,
Kind
but
of
like-
PU.
Yeah, a little bit of a fish. I like fish, not raw fish though.
Walleye. It's like
Walleye schmacks.
breaded.
And I also like me some smoked salmon.
Salmon is amazing. Salmon slaps.
Salmon is pretty good.
Salmon is
Salmon
probably my
slaps.
favorite. Salmon can be done up in so many different ways too. It's just like it's a good. Man, why Why do we like food so much?
Why is it so good?
what
They
fuels
didn't
us.
need it. God did not need to
make-
slap so hard when he made food. It is unbelievable.
You literally could have just given us 10 million
Yeah.
different forms of slop, but no.
Yeah.
He gave us
No.
the art of food.
He absolutely. When he made
Yeah.
that like
Absolutely.
that actually really hurts.
Oh man.
That might be the hardest I've ever hit myself.
I don't know if I believe that. I feel like
That actually really
I feel like
hurt.
you punched yourself in the face as hard as you
Should
can.
we go
before.
over childhood stories or places we would, one place we could ever go?
Let's do the one place we could ever go.
Yeah.
We kind of did childhood a little bit already with the scary
I
whatever.
don't remember much from my childhood. Well,
I
Probably got dropped in your head.
The only parts of my childhood that I remember are with Eric. I don't remember anything else that's not with Eric.
how
Pretty
long have
much.
you guys been friends since?
They're
Like
basically
2 years old.
brothers.
Really?
Yeah, because we.
Oh,
I
because you
moved
live
in.
next to each other?
We used to live next to
Oh.
you.
I think the first time I met him, I was.
Oh, I like this new
Plus time,
format.
plus time, plus time,
Alright.
plus time.
I like this new format
This is
very
not
much.
Well, that's why we plus time, plus time. No, yeah,
I
we all,
just need to
we
let
all,
it
have,
out.
we all have to be the pancake from Vinny's. Oh yeah.
I can't move. What was he thinking?
What was he
He
thinking?
chose.
Not moving?
He chose to make one face, and he did.
All right.
like the monkey movie.
One place where we could go.
That is tough. There are a million.
There's
One
so many places
singular
out there.
place.
There's so many places.
Are we limited? What's the limitations
Okay, let's do.
here?
Let's do a couple of rounds. We can do U.S. We can do.
We can do
I know
continental.
where
No, we can do
Yeah,
continental, and then we can do trans, like worldwide.
Yeah.
Where in the U.S. Where'd you go, Eric?
And in the
Yosemite.
universe.
Yosemite, really?
And universe.
In the U.S.
Universe, that's too much to consider.
Really?
In LA.
I've never been to Yosemite.
Yeah, I agree. Yosemite's it's very beautiful there.
Let's do.
I've seen the Mac
cities
background.
and nature. How about that?
Cities, Chicago.
Nah.
Chicago? Oh, for ops.
Anywhere? Oh yeah,
I
definitely.
was gonna say because Chicago on its
New
own,
York
like
is
there's
too big.
nothing
New
to do
York
with
is
Chicago.
insane.
I think that's why I want
I
to
want
go
to
to
go
New York.
to Chicago so bad too,
Um,
because it's just.
I want to experience what
As I
New York
said.
is like.
I'm gonna have
Once I found
to.
out
It
what
sucks.
Yeah. Once I found out
I
what
might like
Singapore
it.
was like, I was like, I want to go to Singapore.
Wait, why have you
It's
been
so
all about
cool.
Singapore?
Because I didn't know what it was before. I heard people talking about it all the
The
time. but
laws
it's
are
6
really
cities.
strict there, though.
No, if there was no laws at
I think-
all, and I could
Is it
opt
still
for
owned
it,
by Britain, or is that did that?
I think
That's
Aiden
not-
Anger used to live there.
He did.
Really?
Yeah.
In Singapore?
Yeah, he,
I
like,
think it
went
was
all over
maybe it
Asia.
was like the 90s or something that it was done.
Well, let's keep it out.
It only recently
Look.
happened.
Oh, actually,
Look how pretty that is.
I think I might be. I might have a layover there. Right.
Are you serious?
Look how pretty this is, Joe.
Are you
There
serious,
was one
Joe?
picture of a bunch of
Yeah.
buildings. It looked like the freaking future.
Oh yeah.
I think I might.
Like, look at this though.
Yeah,
Like,
the one
that's
with the
so
ship on top.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so cool.
Very pretty. It's just like it's a very small country too.
Singapore's country?
Miles.
You are so stupid.
You
It's not.
Dude, I'm learning so much about Singapore right now.
Miles, do you know how to spell it?
S-I-N-G.
You're reading it.
It's
You're
Sing
reading- you're
reading it.
Singapore.
I know that.
Singapore. It's really easy to spell.
Then where were you reading it?
Making sure I want to sound stupid.
I like your hair right now. The back is
Max, yeah.
poofed up. It's funny.
It's so pretty though. I want to go there and take pictures.
Shut it.
Just Google it, nerd.
Just slash TP then.
There are already pictures taken there.
Yeah.
Slash.
Mug.
Miles, you should become a space photographer. Go to different planets and take pics. Are you serious?
Dude, you could get a mega zoom
Oh,
lens.
go to different.
Here's the strat. You
A
go to
space
you,
photographer?
You go to space. You get like literally a 10 million millimeter focal length
Yeah.
lens. You can take pictures anywhere on the planet. It's like a mega drone, you know.
Look at this. This is
I want to take
this
pics
is
from
real.
space.
Yeah,
It's
I
kind
know.
of crazy.
That's so cool.
Not just anyone can get
Alright,
into
I'm done with
space.
Singapore now. I hate it. I'm dead. Singapore's dead. dude.
Done with, you had your adventure through Google.
Yeah. I basically rooftop everywhere.
Yeah, he's basically been to Singapore now.
Yeah.
All right, U.S. right?
Aiden's
Yeah.
not taking Singapore.
Oh
For-
boy.
Cities and
Do we
nature.
count territories too?
Sure.
Okay.
Actually, no. Let's keep it interesting.
No. Okay.
If you want, you can say.
Gonna say Puerto Rico.
I was just considering it. So I
Actually, who cares? Yeah. Why do I
Max,
care?
been to well,
Yeah, I
when's the
wouldn't
last time
say-
you went to Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico.
fifth grade.
5th grade was the last time you went?
See your familia.
In 5th grade, I did. Yeah.
That was
Wow,
uncalled for.
Not cool.
Unnecessary.
5th grade?
Unnecessary roughness.
Okay, so
Third grade.
Max got a crazy background with his whole family. Like that's really funny that your mom found out that she had
Oh, with her brother, yeah, Xavier.
that she didn't know
Jeez,
about.
this is crazy, dude. Okay,
Tell us.
so the way it was set up is my grandma and my grandpa, Fran and Tito. Tito, though. Okay, so they met in Illinois, but they were both from Puerto Rico. So when they met, they moved back to Puerto Rico for reasons unknown, but they did. And they had kids. And apparently after they separated and my grandma had to leave with her kids for financial reasons and other reasons that are kind of private and a little scary to the U.S., Tito got with another woman and had a son. And we didn't know that until like a month ago.
Oh.
So apparently I got another uncle. And
How many uncles you got now? 12?
3. The other
Really
uncles that I
close.
mentioned are my second uncles. I just don't say second uncle because that sounds lame. They're my
What's a
grandma's brothers.
second
My grandma is out of
So like
7 kids.
great uncles.
Yeah, grunkles.
Oh.
Grunkles. Grunkle.
Gronkles.
Gronk.
Okay. So yeah, basically, a woman that knew both sides of the family, like was a family friend when my grandma and grandpa were together, found this guy Xavier, like 20 years later in a grocery store, and texted my mom, or my grandma, saying that she found him. And the last time my mom or my uncles had ever even like known about him was when he was born. And my mom like held him in his arms as a newborn,
crazy.
and after that she had to leave. So now she just finds out about him, and she finds out that he's getting a job in Kentucky.
Wow, out of all these
that's-
states.
Out of all these states, yeah.
Every
Looks like we're
state.
gonna have to road trip together, Miles.
No, I'm never going back.
Well, we'll just have him fly
I'm
up
gonna
here.
take a round trip just to never
Oh,
enter
gosh.
Kentucky again.
I will do what they did in Samaria, where they just moved around it.
Yeah, so
They didn't
basically,
wanna go there.
I got another uncle, guys. I've never met him, but he's like 7 years older than me or something like that. 6 or 7.
That's so weird.
He could be my brother, yeah. It's very weird.
Brosif? Give me your brosif.
Brosifius.
But yeah, didn't
Hey, this is my brosif. His name's Joseph.
Guys, I'm the other side of the house.
didn't Xavier have no idea that he had any other family?
No, he didn't know.
He had no idea.
The lady had to tell him, yeah. And his mom had to take him away from Tito too, because Tito's a little bad S word. He's crazy.
Stupid?
Scary story. Well, my grandpa actually he curb stomped a guy.
Okay.
Who curb stomped the guy?
My grandpa, Tito.
He curb stomped someone?
Yeah, he mashed like his teeth in.
Yeah, that's what curb stomped.
Yeah.
That's my worst fear, getting curb stomped.
Mine's gonna.
He was. It's kind of scary to like know that I talked like.
Let's talk about the worst form of torture possible.
No, let's not do that. Let's finish our ideal
The
location.
bowl one where you're like inside of it and it's burning.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
I guess we're talking about it.
Howls.
There's another one I heard of, like you put a bunch of rats on your chest, right? Put a pot over it,
Yeah.
and then you put hot rocks on top, so the rats are like,
Yeah.
"Dang, we need to get out of here, dog." So
Oh,
they
they
just
start
eat right
digging
in.
through your stomach.
They did that in Fast and Furious too. Wait.
There
we
Those
Fast
rats
and
getting
Furious.
it always.
Yeah.
Oh my
So terrible.
gosh! I've never heard of that one.
Really?
Yeah, it's not.
That is not good.
Maybe upping your blood pressure till you explode.
Ah! I don't like that. I really don't.
That's terrible.
Like your vessels.
Ah!
I have low blood pressure.
Why did I just think of that? I'm sick in the head.
The thing is, you're
Max
you
professional
probably
torture.
you die, you boil before that.
Ah! I don't like that.
Your body would just shut down. Your body has lots of defense mechanisms, like knocking itself out when it experiences enough pain.
Another
Just
bad
gotta
one I heard.
where you can keep
They
getting hurt.
stick a really sharp rod, like a really long one too, up your UTTs,
Oh yeah,
and then you just like
That's called
they just,
sounding,
like,
my friend.
They just let you sit there for days.
Oh.
Yeah, they just
It just
impale
slowly
you.
goes through.
Or like
Sorry guys, this is the cringe part. Tune
they're
out.
like
You don't wanna be here
something
for
like Buster where they put you on like a What is wrong?
Why are we talking about this?
This ain't good for.
Just say it.
They put you on like a pyramid, like a triangle piece of wood,
Yep.
and they pull
They
each
pull you
leg,
down.
and they just rip you in half.
Okay, so thinking about torture stuff like this, like why are they so cruel?
No.
Like they just found these
started
stupid ways
this?
to hurt people.
Yeah.
I would not wish that upon my worst enemy.
Me neither.
I might.
Yeah, I'd probably just be like, don't just shoot him, dude. Don't
Just
torture
please
him.
stop, please stop. Like I don't want them to exist, but I don't want this to exist.
Yeah.
Jeez, this is messed up.
So that's a good example of good morals. Shoot him instead of torture him.
Yeah, actually.
Torture's screwed.
Yeah, torture's far worse than killing.
I hate the bamboo shoot stuff.
Oh, shut it. We're done.
I don't know about this.
Let's
I
not
don't
get too
know if I
deep
want
into
to.
this. We don't want to disgust our viewers. We're
Okay.
having a good segment there.
Okay,
We already disgusted our viewers, I'm sure.
You know what the Colombian necktie is?
Alright, alright.
That was Better Call Saul. They talked about that.
now the music torture where you have to listen to the same song for 20
Oh yeah.
minutes.
Oh, they make you crazy with that? That would suck. Do that with
I'd like that for the first hour.
Here. Let's talk about
Yeah.
let's talk about scariest like experiences when you were a kid.
One time, I was in a car and my dad went into Lowe's, and I didn't think he was coming back, and I did a lot of screaming. Yeah. No, I managed to get the car was locked, and I'm so stupid. I didn't know how to unlock it from the inside. So when I finally did get it unlocked, I kind of ran out and started like crying and screaming in the road or the parking lot. And then like some people were walking toward me because they're obviously like, this isn't normal. And then my dad comes running out and oh, I'm sorry. That was
I have a couple relatively. I'll keep this one PG.
Once
that was like an ironic scare story. That was
Once when I was younger, me and Walter and my dad went up to my cabin, and so like it was like we got there on one rainy night, and my dad's like, all right. When we were driving up, we were talking about like this one bear story. There was a 3-legged bear that was going around our cabin, and like around the lake cabin. I would guess like everyone around the lake has seen him. Like that's the lake gossip.
Yeah.
And I was like freaked out. I'm like, what?
Yeah. And how are you guys okay about this?
Yeah, and yeah, like you guys are talking. Are you not a little bit scared?
Yeah.
But anyways, it was like pouring rain, and my dad. We got there and like, okay, Eric and Walter, I'm going to town to like get gas and some groceries. We're like, all right. And he ended up being gone for probably 2 hours, and I was like freaking out. Like, what if he got like attacked by the bear? What if he got in a car crash or something?
Oh man.
And as it turned, and like I was like scared to death that entire night. I was like just in the little cabin with Walter.
Bear?
No, and he was helping somebody who hit the 3-legged
Are
bear.
you serious? Oh my gosh.
Like the bear was trapped under the thing,
God,
under the
idiot
car,
bear.
and it like just ran out and like it popped their tires and everything.
Plug walk.
Holy crap, that's nuts.
Yeah, it was.
That's crazy.
But like that was probably one of the most scariest.
Jeez, yeah.
At least the bear's dead now, so this doesn't have to plague your mind now.
Yeah.
Are you still
Oh,
scared of it?
No. Once
Alright.
we were playing frisbee,
Very much.
different period of time at my cabin. I threw the frisbee out into the woods and Philip ran to get it, and there was a bear like 20 feet from him.
Really?
It was scary. I'm like, Philip.
What did he do?
He just like picked it up and ran back to our house, and we ran inside. And the bear, yeah, that was scary. There was like this 2-year period where there was 3 bears just like living around it. And another scary thing was when I had. Why are these all at my cabin?
I don't know.
My
Cabin's
cabin's haunted.
cursed.
My
It's
cabin's
cursed.
haunted.
Yeah.
Once when I was at my cabin, I got really, really sick, and my parents didn't think it was that bad. And my dad's like, no, we don't need to bring him in. And like, turns out I had appendicitis.
Epic.
Until they finally brought me to Health Partners, which is like not an actual
Hey,
doctor.
shout out
It's
Health
like
Partners.
This is just a promo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
This whole thing's been.
And like, if I had appendicitis and my appendix burst and they'd like rush me to the hospital, I had to get like surgery that night. Because if they waited like 1 or 2 more days, I would have died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Dang, that's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nuts.
I mean, you guys got one?
Yeah, I have a couple. I'll give you some options. One, naked lady falls through my door.
You told me about that.
Yep. Well, these are all ones that
Wait,
you
what?
Another one. Three options. This is Bandersnatch, okay? I almost get shocked. I get shocked really badly in front of. Third one is a masked fellow stares at me while I play on a playground from like 30 feet away behind a fence.
Yeah, we can go through. Let's do 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2,
The
1.
last one sounds scary.
Oh, okay.
Wild.
So my friend from New Life, Talia, her mom used to run a daycare. So during the summer, my mom. He do look kind of fresh though.
Yeah. Okay. Eric. Okay, get there.
Hey, oh. Okay.
Like freezing words like.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Grinch.
Okay, so I would go over to this girl's house like throughout the week, through the summer. Hey, shh, we were very young.
My bad.
Like 7, 6 or 7, maybe 8.
Eric?
About that.
Not now.
So these people were like Turkish or something. I don't know what they were, but
You speak Turkey?
okay.
We're gonna get to the end of this.
I used to be there for like the whole day, and there was this one time when we were playing Wii, like we were gaming on Mario Kart, because you know you gotta get those trophies.
Yeah.
And she was like, "All right, y'all, you guys have been inside too long, so you gotta go play outside." She didn't actually say that. Whatever. I'm paraphrasing a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so she was like, "You guys need to go outside." So she told us to go outside, and then we went outside. She locked the door behind us.
What?
So she had like a little playground in the back. So we went to play on it, and I theorized that this is her mom, but we don't know to this day because she never told us. She acted all like she didn't know. So I don't know if she was joking or I was too young to tell. So basically we were chilling and we were playing on the park, and like she had a really tall slide and we'd go down, and she had like the gymnast, like the things where the rings. So we were chilling on the slide, and I was like about to swing down, and I stop, like just sitting on the slide, and I see this guy in the front. His head, he has a wolf mask on, and he's peeking just over the fence. Just over the fence at us, like a really hairy, long face, like big ears and everything. And
asked him why long face.
I was paralyzed with fear. Like I was just looking, and I was like, Talia, look over there. Do you see that? And it's like, I'd say he's like 6'2". It was a tall fence, maybe 6'3". Lengthy man.
Yeah.
And it's like a wood, like he's just staring over there. And for like,
should have just insulted him.
we're looking at him, and we're just. I don't remember. I feel like we shouted at him, but I don't remember what we said. And we're just like,
"Hey wolf,
hey, what are you doing?" Like something like along those lines. And he just sat there silent. He didn't move. He was just. I'm pretty sure it was a guy. It was Talia's mom is a lot shorter. Like she's like, I want to say she was like 5'2". So maybe it was her dad or something. That was what I was thinking. So this guy's just staring at us. And we get scared as heck. So like we go down and we run to the door, which she has locked, coincidentally, and we're like banging on the door telling her to let us in, and she doesn't let us in. So we're sitting there. We don't know, because the way it was situated is her door is on the left side and the playground is back here and the fence is right here that he's looking over. So we run over there and we bang on the door like I said, and we wait for like 5 or 10 minutes, and she lets us in. And we ask her to come outside and tell us what's going on, and it was convenient that it took that long for her to come to the door, and we go over there and he's gone. So either
Dang.
the size difference was crazy though, because it was a lengthy person compared to her, because Talia's mom is really short, right?
Can you see like the spots in the fence, or was it like a closed?
It was closed fence.
So she could have been standing on something.
Potentially. I didn't think about that.
But like,
But that's just weird.
Yeah.
Why would she do that?
That's so freaky.
Why would she intentionally try to scare her kids?
Yeah,
And it's not like the guy had any. It could have just been someone trying to prank us or whatever. But as kids, like that's terrifying.
Yeah,
How old are you talking?
That's so scary.
Like 7 or 8, 6 or 7 maybe,
Okay.
like really young. And also, oh yeah, maybe this was her husband, because I remember there was another time when I was at her house and we watched a Wolfman movie, and I specifically said that it scared me like a lot. So maybe she was conspiring to scare me.
Kind of weird.
That's too weird of a coincidence thinking about it now. I feel like she did have something to do with that, but that is very weird.
So weird.
The thing that it was so, he was still, like, maybe it was her, but it had the shape of a guy, the way the build was. And I was just like, what the heck is happening? Like, what are they gonna do?
Yeah.
Because they could easily have just reached over and opened up the fence and, like, came in and done whatever, abducted us or whatever it was, but the fact that he was just there was
Yeah.
terrifying.
Yeah,
and just not moving an inch, like as still as a tree.
Yeah. It's like the potential energy of a freaking like cliff.
The scariest
falling
part
into the
is
ocean.
not knowing what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Especially when you're masked. That's another thing.
Yeah, the
a
mask
masked
makes
person
everything worse,
makes them
yeah.
completely unpredictable.
Yeah.
You can't get a read on the person when they have a
yeah.
mask on. Okay.
Round 2.
Round 2. Okay, is that the naked lady one?
No, that was
Getting shocked?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So around the same age, I was like 7 or 8.
Gee, you were
This time I was just being dumb.
Traumatizing here.
This one wasn't really traumatizing, just like had me shook up a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
So we went, had me shook to my core. Okay, so we were going to this Ashley Furniture Store in Woodbury.
Shout out Ashley Furniture.
Ashley Furniture.
Oh.
Y'all got the good stuff, but I'm sorry about the lamps.
Ashley just plugged you, Ashley.
Okay, so we go in there, we're chilling around, and my mom's just like, hey man, you know, whatever, have fun. Go look around at the furniture, go get a cookie or whatever. Like.
Oh yeah, I forgot they sold that there.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, crazy.
Get a cookie and some
I
apple
would order
juice.
that a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man.
Okay, so I did that, and then after that, I'm just like chilling. I'm just chilling, right? And I find this paper clip in the little cafe area right there.
You're so dumb.
So I'm chilling. I'm walking down. Hey, it's the light section. That place looks pretty cool. Let's go to the light section. Okay, so I start walking down. I walk down the lamps, and I'm like, hey, what's this I put in my pocket like 10 or 15 minutes ago? I pull this out, and I'm like,
Nice.
light bulb. So I unfold it at like my nearest lamp, and I walk up and I check the aisle. No one's there. So I unfold it and I take the little like black turner, put it in between. I flip the switch.
Dumb.
The whole store goes out.
Are you serious?
The whole store.
Really?
My hand, like this. I'm shaking. I could have sworn I was
This
gonna
is how the
like.
flash was
My whole
alive.
body was shaking.
That's happened to me before.
I felt like it was crazy the amount of surge that was going
It feels weird.
through.
It doesn't hurt. It's just like.
Yeah, and like you're
vibrates.
stuck to it. You can't move your hand. So my grandma grabs me and pulls me off because like I'm just shaking. Like
Yeah.
even if I could have pulled myself up, I was stuck there. She pulls me off and the whole store is down. And then they get the power back on.
Ashley.
I didn't get in trouble somehow. Like I just
Oh, I'm sure.
well, no one saw me. Right? Yeah, I was just a little kid.
You should be dead.
My brain was all over the place.
That's
I had
funny.
no idea
That's
what was
really
happening. And
Once that happened to
My-
me, I was holding. So we were doing Pinewood Derby, you know,
Really?
and we had our own. We had our own lead.
Dremel? Oh, the lead
Lead
soldering
melters.
thing? Yeah. For
And
soldering.
I picked it up, and it electrocuted me in my finger. So if I dropped that, it could have melted my foot off.
Oh my gosh. Good thing it electrocuted you so you're holding on to it.
yeah.
No, it electrocuted me. I took my finger off.
Eek.
The other thing though about it was like my whole hand was like a callus. Like the whole thing
Afterwards,
was
really?
like yellow, yeah, and it was
Oh.
hard.
Oh,
And it took like I want to say like a month or so to heal, but it was hard. It was hard.
That's terrible.
There weren't any scars, but it was my whole hand was just like
Dang. Alright.
solid.
Naked woman thought
Naked
that was
woman.
interesting.
Yeah, this one's interesting. So this was my first townhome that I was living in.
Let's stop you.
I want to say I was 5. I was in kindergarten, I think. And so basically I'm just chilling. I'm watching like Thomas the Train, what have you, being a kid. So basically my mom has this neighbor who's kind of like, you know, a little off.
Okay.
She's kind of weird and she has a weird husband. Like everything's just kind of weird about their family. And she has like what I think was a autistic child. Who was a cool kid. She was cool. We rode tricycles or whatever together. We chilled.
Vibing.
You know, we vibed. You know, we had our moments. So one night we're just chilling, like I said, and we hear like some screaming type stuff next door and like some falling type like commotions. I don't know. Potentially, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. So then after that, like I want to say maybe 20 minutes, like we're chilling. It's silent again, and then we hear this pounding on the door, and then like it's pounding like. And then after that, like there's this one, like against the door. That was probably a bad idea, but everything landed, so we're fine. And then that's when my mom opened the door, and this naked lady wrapped in a blanket falls to the ground.
Ah, she falls?
And we're just like, what the hell is happening? And it's like, apparently she was diabetic, and she was going into diabetic shock at the same time as having a seizure.
Oh my god.
And she was on the ground just like flipping out. But I'm surprised she made it to the door doing that.
Yeah.
I think the seizure was like an induced part of the diabetic shock.
It kicked in after.
Yeah. But like for me as a kid, I'm seeing this lady who I think is dead, wrapped in a blanket on the ground, and my mom just like go downstairs. And I knew there was something off about the guy, so like I was scared about that too. I don't know what could have been happening, but for like a kid, that's so traumatic.
Yeah.
Seeing
That's
a
just
naked woman wrapped in a blanket
But that
fall.
wasn't anything different. Like,
Yeah,
wasn't-
fall on the ground. Well, it could have been potentially.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. I don't want to speculate, but as far as I know, she was going into diabetic shock and she fell to the ground and she was shaking and everything and foaming at the mouth.
Gosh.
So I was scared out of my mind. Like I didn't know what was going on. So
That is just like, that's really random. You just,
it's another one of those things that just like makes you jump and you're shook up
oh
for a
yeah.
while.
How old were you?
5, I would say. 5 or 6.
Man.
That one was earlier on, so it's a good thing I don't have as much of a clear memory about that one. But yeah. But she's fine. She's good now, and she's a nice lady. So
Yeah. When
shout out to my girl Cindy. You're a nice woman. If you see this at some point in time, I'm all grown up. How's your daughter doing? You know, hook me up. Don't. That's fine. Give me your number. You know,
I'm
whatever.
sure she'll be watching like 2 hours.
We could ride tricycles again. You know.
Like we're literally almost 2 hours.
Wow. That's
We
crazy.
should probably close. To
Yeah.
Miles, do you have any stories?
Sure, yeah.
One, and then we could wrap it up.
Yeah, one off. Just
Yeah. When I was
One in the books.
when I was younger, it actually involved Eric too. When my dog
Crossover?
was still alive, the Dalmatian.
that dog.
That was yeah. Dog said. So there's like weird stuff going on with her for a while, but
Shuts
it was when I was a lot younger.
Did he actually tweet?
And
Yeah.
so I was home alone after my parents left, and she went to. Oh, it's a story about when we were in your house too, with the girl like laughing noises upstairs that we got freaked out about and went to investigate.
Oh yeah, we were like 6.
That was
Honestly,
crazy.
that's probably just us. That.
But we both heard it at the same time, so it was like, I'm like, did you hear? Because you stopped after I heard it. I was
Yeah.
like, did you hear that? And you're like, yeah.
Anyways, go with on
Yeah.
your story.
But so I'm looking for my dog in. What's that about?
I'm a dog.
Grrr. I was searching the house, went into I think it was my bedroom at the time. It got switched out with a lot of kids, but between my 3 siblings. But went into that room, I opened up the door, and my dog, Libby, is just like sitting on that bed and starts screaming.
Yeesh.
Like a bear and a person just screaming at me for no reason. And it like looks me dead in the eyes and it seems like does not know who I am. And it's just full blown screaming. And I like go up to her and I'm like, okay, you can calm down. And like by the time I get people out. I can't remember if the first time was with Eric or if I got Eric to come over. But
Probably got me to come over.
yeah, but I'm like, dude,
Persuaded him.
yeah, I'm like, dude, can you come check this out? It's messed up. And then Eric was always afraid of Libby.
Yeah, it's because that dog hated my guts.
Dogs are
Dude, I
scary.
was hiding. I remember, like, so yeah, she was going blind and started just going to see
Yeah.
up. I would literally hide on his countertop while she's barking at me. I'm like, this dog is insane.
Well, it's not like she would ever bite you. You just have to like get close.
Well, you don't know that with dogs.
No, near the end.
Especially when you're
Oh
a kid.
yeah.
That would.
Kids are
You
irrational.
would say it would
get
have bit
weird.
me. That thing would have bit me.
Oh, this actually reminds me of one.
No more stories, just
That's
this one.
crazy. Okay, Joe.
I can do it really quick.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
So, I had Lyme disease. I had it too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's epic. Wish I had Lyme disease.
Lyme's game.
Yeah.
I love limes.
Real homies have limes.
Yeah.
Anyways, there was one day I had this really weird side effect. It was like I could barely move my muscles without it hurting. Like I was literally frozen in bed, so I had to like scream for my mom to come up. So we had to go to the ER. Like I could barely. It was really scary. Like I just couldn't move.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, so that's kind of a helpless feeling. And then another time I had this same time I had Lyme. I've had Lyme twice actually.
Jeez.
But that same. Yeah, no, it's kind of whack. But like the second time, I had a really bad fever. It was like 103 or something like that. And then yeah, so I was kind of hurting. And then
My
my
died 108.
Yeah, I think it's 108.
yeah, but like my dog was like
Crazy.
I had this fever and I was like hurting and stuff. I was home alone and then my dog just like started biting me and stuff. And so I was like I was just like yeah, he was just going wild
about it.
That's like that
Yeah,
scene
pretty
from
much.
Gerald's
It-
Game,
it
Miles.
just-
Yeah.
Yeah, cause like I was kind of like weak and stuff, and so I had to like call my mom and I was screaming. So yeah, that's my
Oh
story.
my
Shout out to Fever Dreams, by the way.
That's scary. Yeah,
Fever Dreams are a trip.
I had those when
No.
my fever was about 103, 104. That was nuts when I was seeing spaceships fly around my room, destroying my mom's room, and I was screaming for him like, dude, stop these.
What the heck?
It's the
Yeah.
first VR. Or AR, I guess.
It felt so real.
Augmented reality.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah, that's right.
nice, Eric.
Thanks for the capo.
I wonder if anyone actually watches through. Yo, if you're watching all the way to this
Yeah.
point,
Comment something.
You're a
Comment-
gangster.
please
comment
comment.
some-
Yeah.
Comment dog
something.
gang.
dog gang. Yeah.
Dog gang.
Dog gang. Parenthesis.
Dog
You see
gang.
the parenthesis around my mouth?
And you think if I'm cool, then just spam Mac. Spam the chat with MAC. Mac.
Joe.
How many ads can you put on this vid?
Couple.
If it's 2 hours.
Oh yeah, a lot, but it's not worth it.
Yeah. That just take people off.
Yeah,
Podcasts don't deserve ads; they deserve sponsorships.
That is true.
yeah.
Sponsorship
Dollar
segments are
Shave
the
Club.
best. I wish that would be very cool.
I want to
That'd be very
some
cool.
of the razors. I want to shave with a straight edge.
Should we should probably end.
Yeah, let's wrap it
doing
up.
that.
Let's wrap it up.
All right, thanks for watching this week's episode of
Card Table Talks.
Card Table Talks. Some deep stuff, some creepy stuff, some
Yep.
fun stuff.
Indeed.
Had some laughs, had some cries.
Yeah,
Had some crazy throwbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you watch this through, thanks. Comment, subscribe. Next week,
Yep.
we're gonna probably try to put them out every Sunday.
Uh-huh.
So
Get my
yeah.
boys out here.
All right, yeah.
That's
Hope you
it.
had Fun. Yeah.
Thanks for joining.
See ya. Thanks for joining the call. And
Love y'all.
Shout out Jimmy.
All you need was at a Clippers game on the court side. Watch a nigga shoot like a 4-5. They mad at me too, I got more fire. Why these bitches see you? Go home ride.